And we are streaming.
We're
Everybody,
streaming.
look at the camera.
Cool.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the fifth realm. I'm glad everybody's on board.
I'm Tim.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Jane.
I'm Chris.
And I'm TJ, and we are the
Table
Candle.
Candle.
Okay, I'm glad we got that in order. I have some pizza. It's very cold now, but I'm slowly eating it because I am.
Because you forgot to eat it.
We're
I'm
not
big.
on.
Okay, and this is episode 2 of season 1.
Why does it look like
Fallen
we're
Stars. And for those who are wondering, yes, I am indeed in charge this time. I'm the Hero Master.
See,
Beware. Yeah?
it doesn't look like we're on.
No, it's a 30-second delay.
No, there we go.
So, see, it just told me. See, Bob, I have it on my phone.
That way we have time to edit it if somebody says something they shouldn't say.
I'm getting stage fright, guys.
And tonight we actually have a guest, Chris, who will probably appear sometimes. It's up to him.
Hopefully more often than
Yeah.
sometimes.
And I think we will jump into the episode, because if you want to learn more about the Fifth Realm, watch the first episode, Jailbreak. Yeah, see? It's all working.
Alright.
For once in my life, I think everything's working out just fine. Just
Fingers crossed.
keep an eye on that little green box over there for me, because there's Orville's Redenbacher butter in my way. I can't see the green thing. I put it there by accident. Now it's too
Not
late.
affiliated.
Everything's too late now. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. That's so
This is
professional.
what we were looking.
Stop. We're
Okay,
not.
no. This is not endorsed by Orville Redenbacher's popcorn merchandise, okay?
Entirely too many food references going on here.
Yummy.
You think we're fat people or something?
God.
Mm.
That just went over like dominoes. No, actually, it's not delivery.
Alright, let's get on with this.
Food! Going into the episode, Fallen Stars.
There's a funny joke in there somewhere.
Fallen Stars. We're actually normally after this episode, we're actually going to start going into like a little bit more episodics, kind of like our series, Match of the Gathering, Ravnica. You guys are on tilt still. The little war-torn town in between two giant ones, and it's currently been overtaken by the blight of Gaul.
Can I get a marker?
No.
Although it could change tomorrow, it could change later today. Who knows? All you do know is Raki, the giant, and we're no longer going to call them demons. They are now going to be called Tengor.
Tengora plural.
I mean, you just came up with the name. You should already know what it is.
Tengor singular, Tengora plural.
Tangor.
Don't question my authority!
You're meeting one Tengor or 10 Tengora.
So, he's a Tengor.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's
Tengor.
he's an elder Tengor.
You're right. He's an elder Tengor, so he's much bigger.
Has two sets of wings instead of one. Firmly, staunchly against all of the decisions Gaul has made of late.
With that in mind, Raki fixes his little glasses that he has, little half-moon spectacles. And he goes, I'm very pleased you have all been able to escape the dungeons. And he motions to Pat. Not Pat. Who's Pat? I had a character named Pat once. They stole doorknobs. It was so much fun. No! Raz.
Mm-hmm.
Raz and Helena. He turns to them and says, I need you guys to go do something else. They're not going to join this adventure. Because you're going to have a separate person helping you this time. My own personal...
One thing, I will interject something here.
Yeah?
That Raki's his eyes raise quite considerably when he lays eyes on the Scarecrow. Currently, Raz is sitting on top of the Scarecrow's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have become quite close buddies.
I'm actually thinking, if you guys go up this a level this time, I'm definitely going to change around her pocket pawn stuff and just start using the Scarecrow as like a minion. It might be more fun to make Helena separate the two. But moving on, He motions them to go do something else.
The Scarecrow goes with the two of them.
Mm-hmm. Goes with the two of them, and he looks at the rest of you, and he says, while Helena and Raz are currently doing some stuff that we need to do, basically going into town and getting some supplies for our journey, because I've looked at the map, by the way, it's going to take like a month, an in-game month, to get from place to place, like across the map. So where we're going, she's getting supplies to get to a place where we can get more supplies.
And we can just show up there. You can time lapse through just like they do in TV shows and everything else.
But we're not actually leaving the town, Raki says. No, actually. What we need you to do...
Gammon Golf tells Raki, we can't stay here. It's only a matter of time before Father finds out what I've done.
Correct, but we have a obligation here. You have already ran into the Star Gang. They were the ones that brought the party to Raki. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Well, their numbers have been slowly dwindling. They are a basic child gang in town.
Probably all orphans.
They're all orphans. Nobody will miss them, but they kind of band together, and...
Sounds like a Togo up there.
There's a Togo up there. My guess is,
Don't avenge you.
yeah.
Mm.
In any case...
He sounds quite hyper.
And you're watching
Tom and
live
Vanjie, the overseers.
They live upstairs. Anyway, he says, we have to help them. They've been asking for the Black Cat's help, our organization's help, for some time. Now, the Black Cats, as an organizational whole, are more secretive. They're more like the White Lotus in Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's members all throughout the other nations of the world. They're just kind of a loose collection to keep everybody kind of like on track and try to avert wars before they start,
So they're like-
and help out the little people.
See, they're like the Freemasons or the Illuminati.
Kind of, except they don't have such power. They kind of...
They're not secretly ruling the world and running governments.
They're more like, oh shit, somebody's going to be doing this. We should stop them.
Mm.
Because they're going to, like, start a war. Regardless. They're also interested, because of Raki's management, in the day-to-day activities of normal people. And Raki says, before we can embark back to the Black Cat's HQ, which is on the island of Eruhu. I have to look up. Eruhu.
Mm. Yes, we have come up with these words that we don't know how to pronounce.
We write them down so we don't have to remember. Give me a sec. Here we go. Eruhu. Eru. E-R-H-U. Eru. The island of Eru, which is actually on the map, the very big island in the middle of the lake. Before we get back there, we need to help out the Star Gang. Their numbers have been slowly dwindling, and according to their leader, Peter Pot, you already met him. Your character's probably like, oh, the pawn. No.
There's too many pawns.
They're everywhere, Raki says. Listen.
He didn't do well the last session.
Peter Pot has
Too many
brought to my
pawns.
attention that members of the Star Gang, in fact, other orphans, along with people, have been slowly being kidnapped by a place called the Comfort Room.
That just sounds creepy.
Well, it turns out the Comfort Room's the only place in town that really isn't destroyed.
Gammon Gall says coincidence.
Sounds a lot more suspicious.
Well, considering both officials know about the Comfort Room and, well, you can guess by their name, officials, lowly ranks, people with strange tastes, go there and get comfort.
It sounds like something that should
It's,
be undone.
Exactly what Peter Pot agrees with. And at this point, you see the pawn you saw before. Not dressed as before, because I have changed it slightly. He looks like he's dressed all in green.
Peter Pan.
No, that's his brother. I'm not kidding. His brother's Peter Pan. This is Peter Pot.
Just a much shorter Peter Pan.
He appears right on Raki's shoulder, and he kind of like tips his little pointed hat, and he has a little bow and arrow. So adorable, so cute.
Can he fly, or does he just run really fast?
Who knows? You have to watch and play. He then says, "You see, Peter Pot here is the one in charge of the Star Game. He is the one that brought to my attention this is happening. He thinks if you guys go stop the comfort room, basically dismantle it, he can use the place as more of a shelter and a way to get people out of the war zone. Because most people, you can always find other people to do other things, but we gotta stop the bad things that are happening there.
Do we have any idea who is running this
A guy
comfort room?
named... Yes, actually. It's on my notes. Vice. His name is Vice. He's actually a little odd. He's a, what's that new drug's name? He's kind of like clicking his fingers. He's an addict of it. I'm a dyslexic. I'm good at this. He's an addict of it. Oh! Rot, I think they call it. Shorthand for stuff that's been coming out of the dwarves of Ngariva. They've been having some trouble with it. But apparently there's now a drug called rot.
Sounds pleasant.
Well, it rots you.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Well,
You're not here
and
yet.
at this... Actually, no. At this point, you turn around. You turn around from the shadowy part that you were in and kind of walk up to the rest of the group. You see, you say that, and Raki goes, "Ah, our Hengariva contact. I forgot to introduce him."
Ha! Yes, well, I shall introduce myself. I am Meodrag of the bloodline Quigglebane, a very proud and once prosperous line of the dwarves of Ingariva. Alas, I remember my mushroom farm, burned down by the troops of Gull, and now I seek vengeance upon them all.
He nods and he goes, "Yes, very nice."
Yes.
Raki only cares about one thing. The Black Cat's succeeding in its goals. He looks at you and he says, "You also have first witnessed the rot that has been coming out of Ngarival, haven't you?"
Oh yes, the streets would be filled with the bodies of the rotten, and the kids would cry because they had no bus drivers to take them to school, and we...
He's a little mad, but I'm sure you, he's a good fighter. Raki's kind of like saying this and nodding at your character.
What is a bus driver?
He just shrugs and he goes, "I have absolutely no idea. There's no such thing as buses." But he goes, "He's here to aid you in your endeavor."
I am here to aid you in your endeavor.
That's what he just said.
Oh, well, you see,
All of you.
I'm speaking for myself, quite plainly so.
All of you.
So
are
what
fine.
does your character look like?
Yeah, describe your character. What does he look like?
Well, I am a short, stout, 87-year-old dwarf, which, is 33 in dwarf years. I have an awesome axe, and I have a copper-colored beard of a bushy variety, and long, flowing hair, and I'm truly angelic by dwarven standards.
A Gammon Gaul extends one clawed hand and says, "I am a Gammon Gaul. Unfortunately, of the line of Gaul."
Well, I'm gonna try to like you, but I don't think I will.
Raki looks at you and he goes, "You're going to like him." Because I really have no time for a drama in my Black Cats.
Oh, this is no drama. This here is the line of Quigglebane which I must
Yes,
avenge.
yes, very nice. Rick is
vanishes out
having
the
none of it. He's probably been on a drive with you this entire time. He's having none of it. He goes,
Are all
Just
of
go
are,
to the
are all of
comfort
his kind so talkative, Uncle?
no. Just to him, apparently.
Whoa there, Mr. Gripless. I dislike.
Don't call me gripless, you chip.
Whoa there, Mr. Pajama-wearing, basket-faced, slipper-wielding, Clyde-Tree buckle, gather-upping, blading ball, bleather grumble, jeshy-oaf-looking schooner, nyoff-plicky-shine, milk-drinking, soy-faced, shill-pith, mimouthed, sniveling my hot and blah, vile, stoogy, cali-break, tatty.
What?
Do not
If it takes you that long to carve out a sentence, I do not want to see your tunnels, Reiki says. Reiki's very knowledgeable about all the civilizations.
I was actually fairly impressed, Uncle. He didn't breathe.
Well, they're rocks. It's not impressive at all.
Well, I mean, there are orators among us.
A gammon go sticks a finger into his beard, pulling some of it out, and he's like, "This is rock."
He goes, the dwarves of Vingariva are... Regardless, you guys can talk on the journey. Go take down the comfort room. And
Ricky,
take down Vice. Yes, my dear.
I was on my way to Nith to deliver a message for the queen herself.
Was it an important message?
Very much so.
Then you will want to do this first in order to get there, because we're really the only transport out of here that will successfully pass guards.
Well, if you could send a message to the Fey Queen, it would be greatly appreciated while I do this mission for you.
It's only going to take you today. I mean, like, it's going to take, like, half a month to get to the Kingdom of Nith from here.
That is my problem.
Yeah,
I was nearly
we
3
have to
days
go
away.
to Nith to get supplies so we can get... Well, no, actually, it's south. We're not even heading towards Nith. We'll make sure we get a message gets there. He smiles at you. He goes, don't worry. Just go do this, please. I have to go do some other business.
I'm sorry, little kitty. He's a bit more eccentric than I remember him being.
Most relatives are.
He nods, and he looks at you, and he goes, we'll get your message there before the day's ended. Please go get and deal with Vice and his comfort room. He looks at you, and he nods. He looks at you. Good luck, everybody.
Let's go see to this
Thanks.
comfort room.
He gives you Peter Potts, and Reiki, along with his guard, moves out of the warehouse, and you don't know where they go. But he leaves you with Peter Pot, not Pepper Pot. Peter Pot. Yeah. Peter Pot,
Too many names.
Pepper, Ohio
Here, pick some
legalized
pepper
it, now
pepper.
it's all fun. Now, moving on. He smiles at you from his very short stature, and he goes, hello, everybody! Reiki said you guys are going to help me with the comfort room. This is very good, considering what I know about it is not very good stuff. Not only is he an addict to rot, as Reiki mentioned, but apparently he has some other stuff I can't remember right now. He looks around, he kind of like snaps his fingers, and you see a bunch of kids just wander out from the shadows. They look a little shy at you guys. They nod. Some of the kids look at you. There's kitty kids. There's human kids. There's, oddly enough, Tengor kids. So, Tengora kids. There is one dragon child, but no dwarves. Dwarves kind of don't get around very much.
You're Tingor. And a gammon looks at the dwarf and says, did you come up with that entire rant? off the top of your head, or did you preconceive it and write it down?
Oh, actually, yeah. Actually, have it all
It's
scripted
like
down
in his
for
card.
you guys.
There's a little book of it.
Mm.
Here, wait. I got this. Wait. Borrowing.
That's my
Little tiny book.
constitution.
Well, yeah, but it's a little tiny book.
It's my constitution
Where
of Quigglebane.
you can pretend it's tiny curses.
The Constitution of Quigglebane.
Love it. I love it.
Everybody just loves him.
Mm.
Just smiles. You also notice that some of the kids are starting to go towards the kittykin.
Of course.
The human children, mostly, and most of the others.
I wonder why.
The other kittykin children are just kind of moving towards her because, look. Oh wait, you're male, aren't you?
I'm female.
Female?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
they're definitely going towards you.
Doesn't matter with the kitty. It's cuddly and pettable and snuggly
She's like
regardless.
Probably maybe like teenage years while they're little baby kids. They're just tiny.
And I'm pretty sure none of the kids are going anywhere near a six-legged dragon.
Oh no, the one child dragon's walking over to you and he goes, "Have you seen my dad?
Who's your dad?
My dad's the best warrior in all the land."
I doubt that.
Probably killed him.
No, he totally is. He can kick you. He can kick your butt. The dragon child saying to the six-legged dragon. He goes, "Why do you have so many legs?"
I was born this way.
He goes, "I have never listened to a Lady Gaga song." I was born this way.
Neither have I.
Oh boy.
You see Peter Pot look up. He goes,
He sees that this group that sees Big Given seems to be in a bit of disarray.
he goes, "This is exactly what I wanted. Raki gave me the best of the best for this. And it's not even like the hardest thing on his list of things I've asked him to do. He's doing the other things. This, not so hard, but he gives me anyway."
Do we have a plan?
He goes, "Excellent. Thank you very much for volunteering a plan."
Let's first, let's go talk to this Vice.
I have a plan.
Maybe,
Attack.
maybe he can be reasoned with. Maybe we don't have to break his skull.
Peter Pot just kind of narrows his eyes and he goes, "By what I've learned, we do want to break his skull. Very hard."
What has he done?
He has a comfort room. That is as bad as it can get.
He looks over. He looks around at the children.
Not if the comfort room indicates lots of nice large sofas.
He says there are nice sofas in there, apparently. But he looks around at the kids and he goes, "As much as I can understand these kids are jaded, I ain't going to say what happens in the comfort room. Let's just put it this way. Children are being kidnapped for the comfort room. What happens in the comfort room needs to stop. And I think breaking his head open, great idea."
Well, let's go talk to Mr. Vice. I'm not totally opposed to breaking heads open, especially if those heads need broken open.
He goes, "Do you want me to go with you, or..."
You don't have to.
He goes,
He says it very quickly. You don't have to.
What our dear friend means is, if we fail, I'd rather you stay here with these children, looking after them, than falling with us.
"Sounds like a plan to me. Just make sure you come tell me, alright? I'll make sure these kids are safe."
Just give us the directions of where this place is and...
We'll do the rest.
Yeah. We'll just march on through that door. Like it's nobody's business.
You see, there's that problem, though. Peter Pot kind of says, "I know a lot about what's in the room. Don't know exactly where it is. War-torn town? Great, but..."
Well, Uncle Ricky said something about that it's the only place in town that hasn't been ravaged by the war.
Mostly because, by what I can tell, it's underground. It used to be... What I can tell is, it used to be a dwarven mushroom farm, and then it got changed through some hands, and then went to Vice's hands. He turned it into the comfort room a couple years back, and it was running a good establishment until he got rot into his head.
So you were a mushroom farmer.
I was a mushroom farmer.
Do you know where the comfort room is?
You just need to follow the smell which you detect through your left nostril. And I can guarantee...
Gammon-Gall
You'll
sticks his
find.
finger in his right nostril. Smells the same.
Oh, well. Well, it's a very well-hidden room, isn't it?
Peter, you just see Peter Pot just kind of narrow his eyes. He goes, I know some mushroom farmers. I don't think you're a mushroom farmer.
Well,
I
how
thought
do
the
you know-
mushrooms you were planting were a bit more medicinal.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that they did not make you feel good when you ate them.
That kind of mushroom farmer. Okay. Regardless,
We got wealthy off of them. And then we all died.
you guys have to find out where the comfort room is.
It, by any chance, wouldn't be like,
There wouldn't be a giant sign leading to a comfort room this way.
No, I
no,
don't.
what I mean is, where was your mushroom farm? Was it in this town?
No. It was in a mountain.
Isn't this a mountain town?
No. Right now, you are in the plains of Gallant.
Well,
Well, no, you're past the plains of Gallant.
as I've heard it
Past
said,
it now.
I've heard it said often enough that the best place to ask questions is at the local tavern because alcohol loosens the tongue.
Liquid Candor.
Peter Potts says, indeed, I agree with you. The local tavern, though, is kind of blasted. They have a hole in the wall. Don't mind it.
Well, where do they go to loosen their tongues then?
At the tavern.
Do they have mushroom beer there?
No, the owner's a dragon.
They probably got fire ale then.
Definitely fire
Take
ale.
that.
Very good stuff. You guys are currently... No, yours was in the mountains.
I love how, like,
Your
see 'em.
mushroom farm was in the Greater Dragons River. The Greater Dragons Rich River.
well,
It was near there. It was near those mountains.
here's a question for you. How do you make mushrooms? I'm assuming it needs shade and maybe a moist environment.
You need to take a spore, you need to put it in dirt, you need to perform Lady Gaga for it. Lady Gaga is the song or the music to play.
He's definitely
And
not a
then-
mushroom farmer, people. He
And the
doesn't know
shrooms,
anything.
they sprout up and they sing Lady Gaga to Lady Gaga music. They play karaoke.
Your
No, basically everyone
mushrooms.
knows
Were
that you grow
sentient?
mushrooms the same way that you deal with corporate employees. You feed them lots of poop and keep them in the dark.
It's true.
And make
Well-
them listen to Lady Gaga.
I don't think you're a mushroom farmer.
We got
Peter Pot
wealthy
says,
off
if you
of the
want to go to
mushroom
the tavern,
trade.
you can go to the tavern. You can also ask people on the streets. I mean, it's kind of an open secret, this place, but I can't find it.
Let's go
Because
ask
nobody
some
will talk to
people.
me.
A Gammon-Gall walks out of the... He makes sure to make a wide berth around the pond as he does so.
She follows right behind because, like, you guys are the only sane people.
We are,
in that group.
we are, after all, trying to find and speak to, he looks towards the dragon, non-violently at first, this vice, rather than discuss the haves and have-nots of proper mushroom farming.
But you take out all the fun of it.
I haven't taken all the fun. I said at first. At first might be hello. Says, and it might get violent after hello.
I
Well, we
don't-
can just skip the hello and
Peter
just
Pot
go.
gives you directions on where to go to the tavern, and its name, the tavern's name.
Are there many people in the streets?
No. There's not that many people in the streets. And you can kind of guess that even though this is an open secret that's in the town, its exact location is not going to be an open secret.
What sort of people are in this town?
Well, at
Being
the
this
moment,
close to the war zone, there's probably lots of Tengora.
there's definitely Tengora, lots of Tengora.
And wherever there are Tengora, there tend to be humans because the two races
Species.
two species have long had a close relationship. Humans and Tengora. I'll get into that with you later.
Well, there are definitely humans. There are definitely Tangora. There is definitely no other dragons. There appears to be no kittykins that you can see, but mostly
Yeah.
just humans and Tangora.
And a gammon walks up to the first human man that he sees and says, "Have you ever heard of the comfort room?"
He looks at you, raises an eyebrow, and he goes... He has a chicken leg.
No, that's a piece of pizza.
He looks at you and he goes, I didn't take the prince to be into weird things.
He says, "Prince? I'm not the prince." So, he says, "I've been mistaken for him often enough before."
He looks at you, at your get-up.
At the moment, he's wearing white leopard skin fur, snow leopard fur. Often hard to find among Tangora. Only the richest usually have white.
He looks at you and he goes,
Like, I'm not the king.
well, I don't know where it is, man. If you want some sick stuff, man, just go to a war zone. Don't go there, man.
Says, "I don't want that kind of sick stuff."
He goes,
says-
well, you're asking about it.
He
and
says-
he just walks away.
He says, "I want the other kind of sick stuff."
He goes, I don't know where it is, man, and you need help.
That was a highly peculiar exchange.
Oh my god.
I did not know finding the comfort room would be hard.
He looks at the dragon and says, "You ask the next one. And I don't care if you eat him."
I'll think about it.
Let's not eat people.
But it tastes like chicken.
So you guys are just kind of
You
standing
taste-
out in
Gammon
the
Gall
street.
is still looking towards that guy who's walking down the road and says, "I think some people may need eating."
But anyways, I said let's go to this tavern.
Meanwhile,
Says, "Did you see how rude he was to me?"
Well, yeah, he was trying to keep
He
you
called me
away
s-
from
He called me sick.
Considering they are kidnapping children and whatever is inside of that does not sound very pleasant. I would think anyone who's looking for the comfort room.
But we're
for
looking
a-
for it to shut it down.
well,
He doesn't know that.
You never told him
He
that.
says he wouldn't let me. He didn't give me a chance to tell him that.
I say we ask more questions at this tavern.
Everybody make a perception roll because you guys have been out in the streets for a while now.
Which one is that?
Perception is just your.
Wisdom.
Wisdom check.
19.
19.
I got an 18. And that,
12.
I don't add anything.
I got a 28.
A 28?
Mhm.
You're the only one who notices.
No,
It was a very high roll because you guys are too busy bickering.
Hmm.
You're the only one who notices that some of the Gaul army, and the Blade of Gaul doesn't refer to itself as the Blade of Gaul. All the other nations call
Of course not.
They're actually called the Gallic Empire. They call themselves the Gallic Empire.
Everyone else calls them the Blight of Gaul.
Makes sense.
Among many Tangora, that could be quite. That could be just about like a slur,
Like a
akin-
slur.
Yeah, to a slur if you say it to their face.
So there's a bunch of Gallic soldiers looking at you guys now. And one of them's going, isn't that... I'm pretty sure that is. I mean, you don't see snow leopard skin anywhere else apart from near the womb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. Yeah.
And a Gammon Gaul sees them. He says, "I'll handle this." He
You don't notice them.
Oh,
At least
she
has
knew.
noticed.
Okay.
She's noticed them talking about you, and you're starting to becoming... Eyes are on you.
Gammon, before we continue in trying to find this, I recommend stopping by a shop. I could, they seem to oftentimes see who you are by what you are wearing since it's so rare.
He says, but, well, he says, one of my mothers made this.
Mama's boy.
We can keep it safe. It's just that.
Unless otherwise specified, I'm going to consider that came out of your mouth. Your character's mouth.
What came out?
Mama's boy.
Well, among the Tangora, when they their family makeup isn't like most species. A male, the dominant male will have several females, and they will all lay eggs in a brood, a large nesting brood, and there will be several females, all of which are called mothers, although the children born never know exactly which
one was
female they actually came from because they're raised by all of them together.
Sounds a lot more complicated than dwarven rituals.
Sounds a lot like John Carter, actually.
Mhm.
I actually like that.
Yeah, it's very primal and animalistic, which is the way I see the Tangara being.
I know it's important to you, but it's very noticeable, and
He says,
if you're wanting to be a...
He says, you mean that guy? He looks back. He's attention's still focused on that man's receding back.
He is now stopped and is looking in a broken window, eating his chicken leg.
Says, he's the only one that noticed it.
No. But he's not the only one that
He says, who else noticed it? They're looking at him. He's not. His back is.
There are now two guards approaching you. You now
Behind
notice
you?
these guys.
He turns around to look and says, "Oh."
He goes, sir, are you by chance?
The prince?
Yeah.
He says, yes.
Oh. Then, sir, can we get your autograph?
He says, you may.
Awesome. Dude, get your book. And he pulls out a notebook. Here's the thing. You guys just escaped prison. Do you honestly think the word has gotten out that the princess helped?
And there are probably many princes. Gaul has numerous.
multiple children.
Yeah.
He goes, dude, get your book. He pulls out a book. And he actually has like several signatures in it. And he hands it off to you. And he goes,
I sign it.
Just sign it to Winston.
And he says to Winston.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Oh, I can't believe we met one of the princes, man. What are you doing out here?
He says, some personal work.
Oh.
He says, kind of secretish.
Oh.
He says, unless you know where the comfort room is.
They both give you weird looks.
He says, oh, it's not like that.
He goes, well, most people who ask about the comfort room,
He pulls one closer and says, I would like to shut it down for good.
Oh, well, we have orders to, not do that. We don't like it, but we've been told not to.
He says, by my father?
Oh, no, not your father. Your father doesn't come down this way, man. We don't know.
He says, who gave such an order as that?
General Ubaku.
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah,
that
he's
one.
currently heading the war
Says,
adventure here.
is he a client of this comfort room?
Well, I'm not going to say, sir. And you see he looks down a little bit. He's like, I ain't going to say anything about my official. Not even to the prince. I'm sorry, sir, but
If I may?
I don't want to clean the latrines, sir.
He says, you won't have to clean the latrines.
If I may,
He says,
sire?
you will be doing a personal service to me. Yes, you may. He looks at the kitty cat and
one of the
says,
guards look at
yes,
you.
you may.
Who has higher authority exactly? This Umbaku general or the prince himself?
You see them looking up a little bit, and he looks down at the kittykin, and he looks at you. He looks at Bijou, and then he says this words that put you into. Oh, I can totally understand that. My freedom from not cleaning the latrines. I really don't want to clean those latrines.
Who said anything about anyone knowing?
Well, if somebody breaks in the door of the comfort room and destroys it, then or like takes it down, he's going to get mad, and he's eventually going to find out it was us.
How
I told
so?
you.
Says no, he's going to find out that it was me.
They kind of like look, and they're going to make a roll. Someone make a. You're trying to persuade them, basically. Make rolls. We're basically just talking right now.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. What do you say to them?
I say, not only do I want to deal with this comfort room, but he looks at the guard and says, I may have to deal rather harshly with its clientele, be they generals or not. I believe that it is Ubaku who will be cleaning the latrines.
Now, wouldn't you like to see that?
Can I get his job? The one says, like, it all, like, in a sense, like, it's just popping out of his mouth, like, it just came to us, like, can I have his job then?
I will make you my personal general.
They give each other, like, very Weasley-esque looks. We'll take you to it. And indeed, these two guards, who eventually you actually thought were going to attack you, take you to the comfort room. And the comfort room...
I think we should get a little bit of experience for that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. 100 experience points for everybody and 200 for you, because that was pretty amazing.
I already don't have a pen. Kevin, reach that.
I don't have the experience table in front of me.
I don't need it. Just
Bro,
come
do
up
you
with.
want one of these?
I don't use it. I just come up with the top of my head too. So.
Okay.
Oh, I need a
Which is a totally valid way
Plastic.
to do things.
A plastic thingy? Like
yeah,
this?
yeah. I'd rather not write on my sheet until the end. So I need one of the markers too. Don't care what color it is.
And I'm sorry if I don't sound so good and I cough.
You sound fine.
You're human enough.
And indeed, he takes you guys to the comfort room. The comfort room is actually what appears to be a 5-foot by 10-foot little concrete bunker building. He takes you to the door, and on the door is what appears to be dwarvish letters. None of you can read it except you.
What did they say?
It says, "Speak, friend,
And then
then enter."
And again.
Right now, I will say this. That's not what it says.
what does it actually say?
It actually says Mushroom Farm of Benson.
What is-
Well, I don't know this Benson fellow.
A Gammon Gall walks up to the door and says, "Friend," and then looks at you and says, "It didn't work."
Well, no, it did not. Well, time to go home. That's it.
No.
Are you
The
a
two guards
dwarf
look
or
at
a
you guys
chicken?
and goes, "It's down the stairs."
I'm a Quigglebane.
Thank you. And if anyone asks you, says, "You're doing my personal business,"
They go, "Definitely."
says, "You work for me now."
He goes, "Excellent, dude. We're going up in the world." He said he'd make me the general. Yeah, I know.
And then
Can I carry your hat? Dude, totally, man. Get my hat.
as we go down the
Awesome.
stairs, I look at the kittykin and
They
say,
just seem like very good
Yeah.
fellas.
as we head down the stairs, I look at the kittykin and say, "Now I just have to raise an army for him to be general of."
That will take some time.
Go ahead and draw. Jane, you have the drawing thing. Draw the reception
A, B, or
room.
C?
Draw the reception room
Okay.
up to this block here.
Cool. Yeah.
Jane's going to draw the reception room. As you guys start going down into the earth, which is 20 feet into the earth.
Just kidding.
Let It's a very narrow, very, very narrow. Both of you have a hard time squeezing down.
These pens don't work.
I would say by looking at this passageway that my people do not often frequent here. Otherwise, the passageways would be quite a bit larger.
As you walk down the stairs, you come into a reception room.
Remind me I have to clear the board or else it's gonna stain.
Okay. You enter what appears to be a reception room. There are sofas on the ends of the room, a little reception desk in this room. Now, when you guys came down here, it was kind of a marshy area that you're in. It wasn't really nice. It was war-torn. Buildings were destroyed. Soldiers were everywhere. People were just trying to get their lives back into order after it falling into the hands of Gaul. But this place is like very nicely furnished. It's red, it's plush, there's beautiful tapestry on the walls. It just looks like high class personnel come here. Like I want to come here kind of feeling. And behind the desk, you see a very bored looking human, and she is just flipping through newspaper. I say newspaper because there is a printing press that has been around, because there are books. So yeah, she's flipping through a book. There we go. I have the basic outline of everything. Not everybody's personal like little kicks and trips. I come up with those. She's reading a book. And as you guys enter, she like looks up, closes the book, puts it on the table, and she goes, "Welcome to the conference room." She looks at all of you and she goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 4 rooms open. Well, no, actually, one of you are going to have to wait like an hour.
This is my first time here. What can I expect?
She looks up and down at you. She goes. She then looks at you. She looks down underneath, looks at her clipboard. She goes, "Anything you want, sir. Anything you ever wanted here, you'll get it."
Anything I ever wanted.
Anything you ever wanted. Whatever you ask for, we'll find it. Even if it's not here now, we'll go get it. Don't worry.
Seems too good to be true.
I just have to try to figure out what
Make
it
a
is that I
perception
want.
check.
I have to try to figure out what it is that I want. 17.
You don't notice it. Roll.
Oh, sorry. 8.
8.
No.
I've lost my arrow. There it is. 26.
26. You notice it.
I have cat-like
Her
reflexes.
eyes are slightly orange. They look dilated with orange.
Are you feeling alright?
I snap my fingers and say, "Oh, I know what I want.
Oh. She goes, "Yeah? Anything you want,
I
sir."
want to talk to Vice."
Oh, you want to talk to Vice?
No, yeah, that's what I want.
She pulls up like a little cup on a string, and she kind of like bangs it a little bit. There's no such thing as phones, but there is such thing as vibrations. Vice, are you free right now? You must be high.
Well, I can still talk to him.
Nobody wants to go talk to him. Make a perception roll.
You told me I could have whatever I wanted.
She goes, "Yeah, but Vice
No,
is
we won't talk about his perception roll. We won't even discuss it.
I got a 4.
Got a 27.
You know, well, actually, who got under 10?
Me.
Okay. Only the Kittykin seeing things. Kittykin, you notice that 2 of the tapestries are boar skins. They're just straight up boar skins. You just find that kind of odd because it's not even like, oh, they've been like taken off and things. No, they just look like somebody took boar skins and just tacked it up on the wall.
I walk over and try and lift one. Oh,
Make-
cool.
As soon, what's your will?
15.
Okay,
It's like the only one that is safe. Relatively.
you pick it up. There's nothing wrong with it. It just looks like it's a boar skin. Orange in coloration on the underneath of it, but nothing about it other than that gives you any cause for alarm.
This is very odd.
She goes, well, I can't give you Vice right now. He's busy. He's probably very, very high. I mean,
But you said I could have whatever I wanted.
well, I don't think... I guess he would, but, like, he's high right now. You don't want to go back there when he's high, man.
We can handle it.
What if I want to get high with him?
I've encountered many, many rot heads within my day. I am unconcerned with what we
Come back here.
She nods and she goes, I don't think there'd be anything wrong with you two. Well, have you ever tried rot before?
No.
Oh, dude, it really hits you hard. And at this point, make another perception roll.
27 again.
19.
19. You got it.
27.
12.
12. Wow, you're rolling bad.
Hmm.
The guy who's
Wait,
supposed
what
to
are you
know about
rolling?
rot.
Mhm.
She looks a little high herself.
You also add your wisdom.
Are you
Oh,
on
yeah,
rot?
0.
She goes, kinda.
Doesn't it like rot you?
Oh, no, it makes you feel good, man. But you don't want to get, like, too addicted like Vice, man. Vice is really high up on it, man.
I will have you know that rot destroyed my home. Children couldn't make it to school. There were bodies in the streets. The performing artists couldn't perform because they were high all the time. It
It's
sucked.
okay, man.
I just want you to know she rolled a 1 for what she was about to say next. So you want some rot? It was going to be like, does she notice she should not be like an ass? Do you want some rot? I can give you some rot. I can totally give you rot, man. I don't know if Vince would like... Vince is not messaging me back. She like bangs the thing again. She goes, I don't know, man. I mean, like, I can't let you go back there. It's the only thing I can't let you do without like getting, like, knowing your preference, and I can't really leave the front door for reasons. She kind of like looks back next to her, and she goes, I can't let you through that door just yet.
Well, what if I were to threaten you?
She stands her ground. She goes, well, if you threaten me, I'll have to, like, take that as a threat.
Ugh.
What are you gonna do to stop us if we
Do
just
you
go walk
want
back?
any? She looks at you and she goes, probably not. I probably won't stop you.
I start walking that way.
She goes, sir,
Stop.
I can't let you back there just yet, sir.
But you said you can't stop him.
Well,
No, I said I couldn't. And then
Wait.
you see her, like, look under the desk and she's, like, looking for something. She goes,
Wait,
she then pulls out a horn. Is anybody going to stop her?
I try to grab it. 18.
She was just a little bit faster. As you reach to grab her, she backs up. She goes, oh, that's a no-no. And she blows her horn.
Ooh, this smells
Roll
good.
for initiative. And at this point,
Woohoo!
18.
Where's the pencil?
6.
Always there.
Okay. What's your character's name again?
A gammon gall.
Which I also need to write down.
We're just going to call him Abe. You got 18?
Mm-hmm.
What's your character's name?
Ifrit.
What you got?
25.
25.
The highest I can get.
Meodrag and 6.
You can get more than 6, I'm sure. Did you roll an actual 6?
Yeah, and it's a wisdom check, isn't it?
No,
No,
it's
it's
your dex.
your initiative.
Oh, shit.
It's your
yeah.
initiative.
It's your initiative bonus, if you had anything. Or if you have anything that adds to your initiative.
Seemingly not. Oh, 17.
That doesn't look right. Why is it 17?
His dexterity is +0.
Technical difficulties, everyone. He's a newbie. We love the newbie. But
Yeah.
what is your
It's
name?
what
again?
What's his
I'm
feat?
writing everybody's name down.
Meodrag.
Dance with Giants. That doesn't-
Yeah, so I think it's his initiative is +0, so it's whatever he rolls.
No.
So,
Oh,
6.
thank you. Yes.
Because his
6.
dex is +0.
They've
He
fixed
doesn't look
it.
like he has anything to improve it, so.
I got 11.
And
Potato.
okay,
Can
She
we
blows her
copy
horn.
that on that side?
Ifrit,
Hmm?
she's blown her horn. Combat has started. She's blown her horn. That's what initiated combat. Nothing's out of the ordinary just yet. What do you do? Because it's your turn.
He had been in the process of walking down the hallway, wasn't he? Because
Yeah.
he said, you can't stop me, and he'd started
Head.
heading down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna hold my action
Okay, you hold your action.
in the middle of a hallway, ish. Let's see what does my dragon eyes see. Ooh.
At the ends of each couch,
Where are the couches?
Yeah, where the
These are the couches.
those are the
Okay.
couches next to the yeah. We're like Kevin has it, Jane. Yeah. Okay, so off the walls jump the boarskins. The boarskins kind of like unpin themselves from the wall, and they fall to the floor, and they start glowing orange. They start glowing orange, and weird orangey substance starts, well, filling the skins. And now there stands 2 gigantic boars
Well, that's
with
unusual.
orange glowing eyes, and they roar with menace.
Undead boars formed from
I've not seen anything like that since I tried the product at our mushroom farm.
They form, and they can only do one more thing, so move them 1, 2, 3, 4. Kevin, can you please move that one to a gammon gall? Yep, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other one moves to the dwarf. Yep, 2. They are running and attacking using their last action. So the one that goes against the dwarf has just rolled a 1. So fail wheel!
Oh gosh.
Spin the fail wheel.
Fail wheel. Give it more of a spin.
Oh.
Not that hard of a
Yeah,
spin.
hold this and you can spin that.
It doesn't spin up. You
I
gotta
got,
like pull
yeah.
down.
Yeah, I got super excited.
Aw.
Oh,
Oh,
Reroll.
Cool.
okay. He definitely did not hit the dwarf. And the other one's going to run and attack, and it takes a -4. And it rolled absolutely horribly. Let's not talk about it.
Apparently it wasn't a 1, though, because we didn't roll the fail wheel again.
Nope. And
now
now
the question is, would that boar be in range of my tail, technically? Because
one. No, it's not within range.
Because you're technically supposed to be 4 blocks. No.
Yeah, and you're taking up space. Well, do you turn around and attack? I mean, you're currently holding your action.
Yeah, I'll turn around.
Spit some fire at it.
Actually,
Because you're in a very tight passage, I'm going to say it takes you an extra action
Because he's squeezed.
to squeeze, to turn around. To squeeze around and turn around. So you have one action.
or I just, you know,
Use an action point.
attempt to ignore the laws of physics and try to force my
Shimmy.
way through and make it bigger.
Make a skill check.
But
We're going to call it tight spaces and use its dexterity.
okay.
I think that's fair. It's Hero Builder. Tight
Yeah.
spaces, new skill.
If he rolls a 20, he gets the skill.
Well, I didn't roll. I rolled 3 away, but
No.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Yeah, you-
22.
Using your free skill check, you are able to avert using an extra action to turn, so you have 2 actions.
Woohoo! And I'm going to choose, since it's the beginning of
I like the idea of picking up skills as the adventure goes.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than in the beginning, okay, I have this skill, this skill, this skill. Because you don't know what you're going to be needing.
Yeah.
And I'm choosing acid
Okay.
for my element right now. And I'm going to,
Your crystals glow a sickly green.
And
And-
neon.
let's see. Would I need to, probably need to take a 5-foot step to get in range? Because it's only a blast 1. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Voila, I'm in range.
You're now within range of the boar. Make your attack.
And it is calculator.
That was my calculator.
I don't have a calculator.
Someone has my calculator.
I have a calculator.
Pass it to me.
Oh,
That's the Hero Master calculator.
27 against reflex.
Okay. Describe how you utterly destroy the boar. Skin.
I shoot acid, which is sulfuric acid. It just literally
Oh
just...
wait, no, that was your attack.
Yeah. I haven't killed it yet.
Oh, my brain just passed out. I'm like,
I was
dude,
thinking.
that's
Wait a
a
minute.
lot of damage.
Wait a minute!
That's about-
Roll damage.
Now
Now roll damage. There we go. I'm like,
I was
wow.
about to say, is it only like 2 points of damage? Like, it's a minion.
Whoa. Let's redo that. I was getting ready to add one too many numbers. 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Describe how you kill it. You don't utterly destroy it, but you just barely got over its toughness.
Well, I shoot sulfuric acid all over him. And he just slowly
Ever
Does-
so slowly.
dissolves in agonizing pain.
It's already dead, so there couldn't be that much agonized to it.
Still. If it was alive, it'd probably be screaming. Profusely. Yes. So. Wink!
You destroy it, it just gives out a piteous little moan as you dissolve it with acid. Next up, Bijou.
Well, I'm going to look at my attacks real fast.
No, wait, not Bijou.
No, me.
The Gammon-Gall.
A
Gammon-Gall goes next.
Gammon-Gall slams his scythe down into the desk so that it skewers down to the desk. And then I lean my face right up against hers and say, "You were right when you said you couldn't stop us."
She looks at you and she looks at the other boar, and she's not actually in the combat. She just looks at you holding the horn going... She just looks at you, looks at the boar, and goes, "There's still one more boar."
And I say, "Not for long."
She goes, "Good point." Next up is Bijou.
Now it's me.
I'm surprised nobody noticed that I shot acid. And last time I shot lava.
I mean, you're really the only dragon these guys have come into contact with,
I'm not
apart from that
surprised.
one baby.
Yeah, but normal all dragons usually.
Tangora really don't have a lot of experience with dragons.
I'm just gonna pull out my crossbow.
That's an action to arm.
Yeah.
Just gonna whip it out
No, whip it out.
like it's nobody's business.
Whip it! Whip it really good.
No.
I'll consider, because crossbows don't need to be loaded, you could have it loaded to begin with. So
16 for armor class.
16 for armor class.
Mhm.
That is a hit.
Okay. I just need to find my other D8. Found my other D8.
Everybody want to tell me why we.
13 damage.
It is not down.
But it's damaged.
A heck of a lot.
No, actually. Next up is me.
What?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, I was expecting Mio drag, not me.
Me.
Well, anyway, sick. So, I proceed to take my axe, and I proceed to bring it down upon the neck of the boar who is on the floor.
So make your attack roll. Oh, nice roll.
19
Right?
plus.
19.
That is a hit. It's just, that's naturally a hit.
Then you roll the damage.
Yeah, and that is within 8, was it?
It's written down here.
Oh, 1d10 that is, Uncle.
Plus.
Plus 4.
Mm-hmm. So you get 5.
That's 9.
9 damage.
You do successfully kill it.
Yeah.
You slice off its head. It.
Well, no. He gets to decide.
Oh yeah, he did.
It's like, no, he gets to decide if he
Well,
kills it.
no, he already said he was going to chop the head
I
off.
was going to bring my axe down upon the neck.
So describe what you do.
So, I can be as vivid in my details as I want.
As
So,
long as it's not like
Remember, there's kids
slasher
watching.
film layer.
I bring my axe down. You hear a nice little and then I scream, "For the Quiggle Bane I slay!" And I
Go,
proceed to say, "May we be of the axe, fallen foe."
It squeals, its last squeal, and dies, and the orange goop goes all over the floor. Does anybody touch it?
I touch it.
No,
Like Amangal looks at the girl and says, "Told you so."
I don't touch it. No touch it.
Alright.
No, I
dwarf-
He
touch-
gets splashed.
No, he said he touches. He
Okay, you definitely touch it.
he takes his finger.
This is a good
She
idea.
I'm gonna
looks at
poke
it.
That only ever ends.
Her
in
eyes
great.
whip from him to a Gammon Gall, and she goes, "Make sure you order a casket for him." She sounds dead serious.
Yeah, has he touched it yet, or is he still reaching?
Well, in all reality, you as a dwarf of Hingarival would have encountered Rotshak before. Rotshak, when somebody touches Rotshak, which is most likely what it is, they within 24 hours come back as a undead zombie without any kind of mental faculty. So touching it, probably bad idea.
You should have warned him beforehand.
Yeah, I should. But it was more
You
fun.
you touch it, and in 24 hours you're part of Z Nation.
Well, shoot. Well, I mean,
Have you touched it? I'll say this again. You know what? Make a roll. Let's see if you touched it or not. If you actually have any experience with... No, you have experience with rot, which is a byproduct of rot.
But does he have any intelligence to not,
Make a roll.
to not touch it, even
Make a
though he
roll.
knows?
And tell me what the number is.
that is 3 intelligence check plus 1, 4.
He freaking touches it. He touches Rockshat, and within 24 hours he will gain the unlife proficiency and his intelligence will be reduced to 0.
Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's too much above that right now.
Oh, what is it right now?
Pretty low.
It's already 10.
Well, yeah.
Unless you find some kind of cure, which there is technically a cure for Rotchak. But she points at him and she goes, well, he's a goner now.
What do you mean he's a goner?
He just touched Rotchak.
Something-
Within 24 hours, he's going to become a zombie.
Something tells me
you...
he shouldn't have touched it.
Well, yeah, but, there wouldn't be any,
Antidote?
antidote
She's currently
here?
holding the horn to herself like a lifeline.
Well,
So,
alright,
if
we
I-
won't hurt you.
She, looks,
Promise?
she goes, like,
Maybe.
she goes, listen, all I do is just go get, I just go get the... You know what? I just want out. Can I be out?
I have a question for the expert. I will die. It's been established that I will die because I've touched this. What will happen if I eat it?
You're already doomed.
His intelligence is... It's not going to be any kind of a loss having his intelligence go down.
I don't know. I don't think it would be good, considering it would just make you more
Okay.
definite.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay, he eats it.
Although I got to... Playing stupid characters is really fun.
So,
You wouldn't have a cure, would you?
she looks at him. Well, she looks at Bijou. Her eyes
Now the
flickered
door-
over into the
now the
fourth
door-
piece.
It's snacking on the orange stuff.
Rotchak. She looks at it and she goes, I think Vince might have like an antidote in case he takes too much rot.
Just, do you have any?
Eating that!
But it tastes like mushrooms.
It
Yeah,
also
she
tastes,
does.
tastes like death.
No, it tastes like mushrooms.
Well,
it
well,
tastes like
some-
a soggy mushroom.
And some mushrooms taste like death. And that's why you die.
Dude, that is nasty.
Well,
I mean, this is Hero Builder, technically, and for the Halloween episode, having a 0 intelligence would just basically be death for your character. But for this game, I will say this, unless you can
He just takes the zombie,
yeah, he takes a life.
Because we have the zombie as it was one of the unlife.
But his intelligence gets reduced to 0, and he gains the flaw, zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Until he can regain his memories, he will have to play as a brainless zombie.
Which he kind of is already.
It will probably also mean that he won't remember Quigglebane or anything.
oh no!
Which just makes my character arc that much less interesting.
Or maybe that's all he can remember.
We'll
All he
see.
says is
Unless
like
you guys can give him a cure,
Quigglebane.
which, in all reality,
I mean, he could be an absolutely hilarious zombie.
she kind of like points to the door next to her. She goes, I just want out. You guys can go in if you want. Vince is down the hall on the left.
Okay, good.
Just don't go into room 443.
Why?
What's in 443?
Well, it used to be the Mushroom Farms 443 plant. Well, you recognize the thing. 443 is a type of mushroom. One of the types of spore. It's a food type of spore.
Oh, 443. That's Levitican obscurum. I know the taxonomy of the mushrooms too.
You're not
Blue
going
caps.
to remember that very well if we don't get you cured.
Well, we have 22 hours left.
24.
Fine.
It's only just begun.
Oh well. I mean,
She looks
well,
at
it
all
has to
you.
be
She
less
goes
than 24.
down on the hall. 24. 224. Well, the room is currently being occupied by. I really don't want Vice after me, so I'm just going to stop there.
Nobody's going to tell.
Vice is not going to be in any position to do anything to you after we see him.
Yeah, but General Boku might.
It says I've already got a meeting.
I really don't want you guys walking in on him, okay?
Oh, he's in. Boku's in there.
She looks at you.
He says
and
in
then,
443.
And then she looks down. She goes, I really should not have said that.
Oh,
I should not have said that.
Room 443.
She looks at you and she goes,
Boku's there.
I'm not saying he is. There's nobody in there.
I
go there first.
I clap the dragon on the back of his neck and say, "We've got a meeting," and we head for 443.
You head for 443. She just kind of like looks at you guys as you guys pass, and you walk into the second room, which we will now move the camera for. You walk into a second room. There is a wall in the middle of the room. And there's more posters in here and everything. But what is odd about this wall, at very first notice, is that the wall is the only wall that you walk in and look on is pure white. It's absolutely pure white. With little feet marks along the wall.
Like pawn-sized feet?
No. Like feet marks to basically stand here with your back against the wall. This is what you see when you walk into this room.
I thought Boku was going to be here.
You see that she's kind of like, she looks out the door because you look behind you and she's like looking at you guys. She goes, no, that's the showroom. You want to keep going.
Okay.
Perhaps it might be pertinent for you to see your way out.
She looks at you guys and she nods. She says, just go ahead. I'll stay here.
That is not what I said.
Okay.
Maybe she wants to. Maybe she wants to watch us take this place apart.
I really think she can't think clearly.
Well, it's obvious she can't think clearly. That seems to be something that's going around. He looks at the dwarf.
Just looks at the dwarf like, this explains a lot. Draw the rest of the rooms, Jane.
Sure.
Because you guys are going to be looking at
I
the
need
doors
that
and
space.
finding out which room.
The next time we kill something and find some kind of weird, gross substance come out of it, are you going to eat that too?
Oh, hell yeah.
You're going to die.
We're all gonna die.
I thought you were upset about the rot.
Well, I was. Then
Now it tastes pretty good.
it tastes like mushrooms.
As
reminds me of home.
Jane makes the thing, I'm quickly throwing this our link up on things so maybe people can come enjoy.
Do we have anybody watching right now?
We have me. And 3 other people.
Oh, hot diggity dog.
Hi guys, whoever you are.
And we have somebody. That's better than what we've usually had.
I would say, did you make sure you have the comment section up?
Yeah, com section is on.
Yes.
Anybody commenting?
Let's see what kind of things everyone
We'll
is
see.
saying.
Nobody has said anything.
Nobody.
Not even about that about the dwarf.
Yeah, right.
Nope.
That seemed like something been perfect to comment on.
I know, right?
Mm.
They
But
just-
it is going, so no worries. While Jane finishes drawing the map,
Are you okay?
Kevin,
Poor Kevin.
how about you and Chris go get chocolate milk for everybody?
And by chocolate milk for everyone, buddy, you mean you.
Me, please, too.
And me.
And poor Tim. Look at Tim. Look at Tim and tell him you aren't going to get chocolate milk for him.
For Tim, yes. For you, probably not.
I feel so betrayed. I can't get up. I'm currently in comfy pants. I can't get up.
So?
There's a big hole in my butt, Kevin.
Does that look like a sympathizing face?
It's supposed to be there?
What makes you think it's supposed to be there?
Does that really look like a sympathetic face?
Kevin, can you please go get it before Jane finishes the map?
No.
Okay.
If you go, I will make ice cream next time.
Ow.
Oh,
Make ice cream.
I have cookie dough ice cream.
Sounds good.
Don't move my dice.
It was in the way.
That's just nice.
Don't do it.
Nobody can see that.
Fudge mum.
Did you just walk into the door?
No.
Brother,
I
will
wonder
you
if-
mind helping
We're
him?
going to take a quick, short pause.
I wonder if everyone else who does these sort of live streams is as professional as we are.
Do you want to talk about why the Tangora and humans
There is
tend to
a
mash together?
there is a commonality between the two species, primarily because, according to myth, the myth of the fifth realm, but these are the only two species to have walked out of the earth itself. The humans having come from the broken boughs of the great tree Tigabugza, and the Tangora supposedly having come out of a volcanic vent which was named the Womb of Nico. And the two species have always seen this as sort of a common link. There's almost a brotherhood between them. So for humans and Tangora have always lived close to each other, and they
Kittykins just are completely ignored in this situation, even though they're the oldest race.
yeah, but they didn't
Species.
walk out of
Species.
the earth. But they didn't walk out of the earth. Humans walked out of a dead tree, and Tangora walked out of a volcanic vent, and they believe that makes them special among the other species. That there is a common link between them.
Chris, I will ask that nobody watches videos while we are on a live stream.
Oh, my apologies. I was watching our live stream.
Oh, okay.
How does it
Don't
look?
watch our live stream.
Oh.
Very bad.
Mm.
Don't watch that. Don't watch that trash!
How does it look?
Pretty crisp quality, I shall
That's
have to say.
good.
Granted, the
That's-
audio is it's a bit muffly, but you can still make out everyone.
That's the only mics we have.
Mhm.
We used to have little mics for each of ourselves, but it created an echo, and it was so bad. And I can't figure out how to not make it do that.
What? Yeah, I have no idea how to do that. But yeah, all in all, it's a good stream as they go.
Excellent. Well,
And the map, the official drawing of the Blight of Gaul, which was orchestrated by Obo, combined human and Tangara features because of the close-knit relationship the two species hold with one another.
but mostly Tangara are only found in the Blade of Gaul.
For the most part, yeah, but humans are the second most frequent species in the Blight of Gaul,
Yeah.
behind Tangora.
Well, Jane finishes making that map. So there's a little bit of a history lesson for the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Another piece of history lesson.
Oh, are these numbered, by the way?
They actually have no.
No?
I mean, there's numbers on the doors.
Okay. So what are the numbers so that I can write them down?
Well, I've already forgotten the number for which room is currently occupied.
443.
Tim can remember everything apparently. 443.
No, it's just an easy one to remember.
There's
Just an easy one to remember
it's an
because
area code.
yeah, it's an area.
You guys will have to look at the doors, and I will tell you which one is 443. Hang on, so I don't forget.
Do you know which one's 443?
Yes, I do know which one is currently occupied.
Okay.
There's we'll wait for Kevin. One is definitely going to be marked 115. One is 443. Another one is 2247.
These
Do we
are
have
some
a full-
random numbers.
Do we have a 410 to go along with the 443?
No, there's a 404, and it's just a door. And
Is there a
everything
244 or a
behind
744?
it. I feel like that's a reference to something.
Their phone.
Oh.
Their phone area codes.
Like 443.
Or 410.
What's the jingle? 877
241.
Luna. Totally not endorsed. Totally not endorsed for this live stream. Can someone please go help Kevin?
What's he doing?
He's making milk.
I will go help Kevin. He's getting chocolate milk, which sounds delicious.
No, Chris can go get the chocolate milk. He's young. What?
Yeah, but Kevin sounds like he's having a lot of fun.
Actually, I'm going to
It's not like you're having a lot of fun.
grab something.
I just farted.
So, I didn't get back there soon enough.
I'll be back. I'm going to get something for myself. Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Did you know that there is a wiener on?
Oh yeah. In fact, let me present to you another one that I named Steve. See,
What a
We're
have-
on a live stream with
It's just
kids.
a nice little guy with a little,
Mhm.
oh yeah, with a cowlick right there.
Mhm.
He's a little man with shoes.
So what have I... Whoa. I missed the rest of the map.
Jane drew the rest of the map.
Oh boy, what else did I miss? What shenanigans did I miss?
Well,
He ate more. He ate more Rot Shack.
He ate it, yeah.
He went and ate more Rot Shack. We don't know.
Well, unfortunately, you're dead. There's no stopping you. There's no
Well-
saving you.
Yeah, but he's gonna make a hilarious zombie, though.
oh yes, it's going to be Quigglebane this and Quigglebane that, and my mushroom farm. And
And why are we here? I don't know.
I have no idea why.
Does it involve mushrooms?
I mean, as long as I get to use my ox.
I don't even think you would. Would you even know what that is? When you're a zombie?
Well, I mean, we have very little experience with being zombies. So, we do not know what faculties a zombie would and certainly would not.
But when you've seen as many zombie films as I have,
In truth and point, the only reason I say his intelligence will be reduced to 0 is because, technically speaking, that's what Rock Shack does.
mm-hmm.
If you want to learn more about Rock Shack and where it exactly came from, watch our Halloween special we just had last week.
I cannot believe Halloween is past.
In my heart, Thanksgiving's just the second Halloween because you have to deal with relatives.
I'm getting fat.
The second scariest thing on earth.
I don't. They never come over.
Lucky you. My one family, they didn't invite us, and we were like, "Hey, why didn't you invite us?" And they were like, "Oh, we totally forgot." So we kind of accidentally forced ourselves in on the family gatherings.
Lame.
We're the black sheep of the flock.
Yeah, I think I'm the black sheep of the flock. Well, I know I'm the black sheep of my flock. I fit in fairly well with my wife's flock, but I'm definitely the black sheep of my flock. I don't even know any of them.
Oh, Danielle shaved half her head off.
I know.
To each their own.
Mhm.
I was just kind of shocked to see. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't see that one coming. But to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Her and her mother are having a riff right now.
But we won't talk about that on the live stream. Nobody needs to really get into that.
No.
That's just family politics.
Yeah.
I wonder what Jane's currently doing.
I don't know.
Did you know? Actually, since we're just kind of stopping here, I might as well promote because
Hero Builder.
Hero Builder. You're probably wondering, like, for at least the skill checks, why I suddenly said, Kevin, do tight spaces as a skill check. Well, in Hero Builder, you can make up skills.
As you go, yeah.
As you go. I mean, we've only got the basic ideas of everything in there. You can make up skills if they're not in the book.
And in truth, there aren't many skills in the book. Because skills are kind of something that you should make up. Because that's something that kind of it kind of makes your character unique, having the skills. If they all have the same skills, then what makes the character unique?
Mystical mumbo jumbo.
Yep. But thinking about it, for your character just did tight spaces, and we're just going to have to remember that because that's a really nice one. And
Write
your
down.
character-
But I didn't get it.
Right tight spaces.
Just
down.
write tight spaces, but you're not trained in it. You don't understand tight spaces just yet.
So I'm not going to write it down until I...
And if people are going oh, what do you mean understand? Well, if you have been in enough tight spaces, you're going to understand how to move yourself
You're
around in tight
leaving
spaces.
No, you're going to get better at moving around in it.
Use the boys.
Yep.
Cool. Harry Potter.
As with any skill.
We are the best professionals out there. He had all this time to do that.
I love our professionalism.
Oh, my phone's going to die. I won't be able to watch the comments. And suddenly, when my phone dies, all of the comments will be.
They'll be there.
Well, go
No,
get
they'll
it.
probably like, you people are lame. This sucks.
I hope not. I
You know
want.
what you gotta do is go upstairs and get a charge.
I just
Yeah,
want
but I
people to
just
watch and
came
enjoy
back.
how much we enjoy it.
I hope so.
And we're very chill here. It's not like Critical Role or other like YouTube channels where lots of stuff are happening and they got like professional actors or they've been around for a while.
We are not professional actors.
We are not professionals at all. We are
We
not
are
professionals.
just a bunch of friends who are promoting.
Weirdos.
Yeah, weirdos, friendly weirdos who enjoy what we do.
Indeed.
Be able to enjoy it more if we could cuss.
But we can't cuss. Because
Because
children...
YouTube doesn't like it.
We've got to try to keep it PG-13.
Yeah,
There are some things you just, cussing, nudity, sexuality. Those are things that you just can't.
Can't have.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we don't have to go to like Disney level of child friendly, but
He's gonna go to Disney World next week.
I say
He's going to Disney World next week!
Mm.
But he did get me chocolate milk.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody's at Disney World, look for Hagrid.
I won't be at Disney World.
So like every 27?
He's gonna go build a lightsaber.
27 people of our 27 followers follow up and try
And
and
you're not
find
gonna be
him
here
at Disney
for
World.
episode 3. Kevin's not gonna be here for episode 3.
Mm.
You
Speaking
should
of which,
vlog.
I've got 2 episodes.
Well,
So you'll have to decide which one you want to do.
I'm gonna leave a thread for one of those episodes.
Because one of them is going to continue where this one leaves off, and the other one is going to go in just a completely random direction as a one-shot type episode.
Yeah.
Like you have a lot of times in TV shows.
Yeah.
It gives it more of the episodic feel. And we'll
I
just
feel like
decide
it's
which
like
way
magical
we're going to go.
pineapple flavored Potion.
This is
Chris,
Potion.
you're back.
I'm back.
Which means we can continue.
Yes.
Yay.
Our unprofessional interlude is now over.
Yay. So,
That's just
as
what
you
I'm
walk
saying,
into
if you wanted to try it.
a corridor, and there's 2
Well,
corridors.
I
There's
made
one
it.
on the right, one on the left.
Now,
You can see the end of the hall. There's little candles.
the 2 of us, shouldn't we be in the same corridor since we were basically neck and neck?
Yep.
There's 2 rooms on this side, 2 rooms on this side, and as you start walking, Bijou,
Yeah.
you start walking down the hall, and you feel grass under your feet. You look down, and you're standing in a field. You look up. It is nighttime. There's no one else around you.
God damn it. Sorry. We were just talking about Chris.
That did not come from the
Jane,
source
first
I
Kevin,
expected.
now you!
That did not come from the source I expected it to come from.
No, what we need is we need to insert the little sensor beep.
The smiley
This
face,
is a
or
live
the,
stream, so
the
we
little
can't.
Tweety bird right on top of her mouth. The little Tweety bird shows up.
Sadly, this is live stream.
Well, yeah, you just need to act upon anticipation. So, you just need to have your finger upon a buzzer at every second.
That's what you have the 30. That's what you have the 30-second delay for.
That's right, yeah.
I still like the little animated bird that shows up right on the map.
Regardless, she looks down, looks up. She's now in the middle of the field at night. There is a woman dressed in complete red.
I'm actually need my book that's hiding over there to write things down. With the cat on it. Yes, cat.
There is a woman dressed in complete red. She's in a red robe. You can't see her face, but she is standing on the top of a hill, and you can see her. Behind her is the moon, and the moon is red. Full red. As you continue looking at her, you see her raise her arms like this. And over the hill, an army of... You've never seen anything more terrifying in your life. You see what appears to be wolves, but twisted and changed into something else. But not wolves, humans. Strange. At first you think they might be were-llamas. Those are common. They spit everywhere. But you've never seen something like this. You cover your eyes, and a Gamagal is tapping you on the shoulder. As you uncover your eyes, he's looking at you.
Are you alright, kitty cat? You were staring at the wall.
And then covered her eyes.
And then you covered your eyes as though you saw something that frightened you.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. She takes out a tiny little book that she carries with her always.
He kneels
writing
down
it
to
down.
her level and looks at the wall she was staring at, and then taps on it. I see nothing.
It's not the wall. It's something else. It's nothing. And she continuously scribbles details that she had seen.
Are you trying to hide it?
Not really.
Okay. Do you try reading it? Does anybody look over her shoulder?
If he tries, he fails miserably.
She might be writing
He rolled a
in
1,
a
so.
Fey
So
language.
he's definitely looking over your shoulder.
She's writing in a Fey language. So the chances
Let's go
of-
for knowledge Fey language. Roll for it. Do you understand it?
Another 1. No, he does not.
Yeah, you don't understand Italian. And you were never taught Mexican. Well, Spanish, I should say. So, heck if you know what she's saying. Anybody else try reading over her shoulder?
No, because we of Quigglebane clan respect the privacy of others.
Okay, well, the demon that's behind her is definitely reading, so we're going to continue on now.
So once
Not
she
that
writes,
demon.
writes things down, she takes a deep breath and puts it back in her pocket, and she turns to a Gamingal and says, "I'm really, really sorry. I tend to space out quite frequently."
That's not a problem. At least you don't have a tendency to eat the grossest thing that you can find.
That is true, especially if it's not poisonous. But even so, it can be quite dangerous. We could be in the middle of combat and I could space out.
When you come back, and we're all dead.
You guys continue walking down the area, by the way. Which way do you go, left or right?
We're looking for whichever room was the
Route
general.
number 443.
Room 443.
So what doorway is it that we're standing directly in front of now?
You
We
look
got
at the
one
door,
right here.
and it says 115.
That's not it.
We'll go to the next one.
You go to the next one. It's 443.
Ah.
And you hear things going on inside.
What sort of things? What does it sound like?
This is a PG rated show, sir.
PG-13, we will allow some.
Things are going behind the door that don't sound right. There's definitely piteous moans. And not like good moans. More like, I've been beaten a lot. I wish to have it stop now.
Well, it's time for us to have our meeting, and a Gammon-Gall attacks the door.
Oh, you attacked the door. Roll to attack the door.
He's gonna split the door in half. And let's see, 21.
Describe what you do to the door. It is a simple metal door.
He swings his scythe into the door and splits it in half.
It splits in half, and it makes a loud ruckus. You see another.
You split a metal door in half. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Whee! But you can't do that again.
I wish they could see that.
Put them into the room.
For those who cannot see what just happened, because
they could see. They could actually see that. Yeah, they probably did see that because
no way you can do that. That you could do that a second time. That's
I don't know. I
that's
think
pretty cool.
No, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
They would have seen me roll it and it would have stopped right there, and they would have never seen it fall off. So there we go. More inside the room. Yeah. And have the other one here. You burst in, you see the head of a gigantic Tangora. Whip his head around. He is red. And all he currently has is pants on. He has a giant chain in his hand. And underneath him is a very battered, bruised, and bloodied child. Human.
This is not good. This cannot be allowed to be.
He looks at you, and he goes, I asked for privacy. I've always had that here.
I'm going to give you privacy in hell.
Kill him.
Is there hell in the fifth realm?
Well, we'll find out.
I can't show this in Carroll Community College anymore to the kids.
Why not?
Well, this is like the Bible Belt.
Say that's in every every action movie has a quote like that.
I'll see you in hell. So you initiate combat.
Yep.
All right. You automatically go at the top of the round because you initiate combat. So everybody make your roll. Ooh, wow.
Right. I am going to use an action point.
Well, let me get everybody's thing.
All right.
You do it. Go first.
Okay. So I don't really need to roll an initiative for this.
You don't
round.
have to because you initiate.
Do you want initiative for next round or?
Not just yet. You
19.
Me too.
Oh, 19 as well.
Seriously?
Is this the child?
That's the child.
Okay.
Have him more next to the child because he was,
Mm-hmm.
We can all figure that out.
Yeah.
He takes up 4 squares, by the way, Kevin. So have him in the middle of the 4. Thank you. Thank you, Tim.
Well, you didn't tell me such nonsense
I
there.
figured it would be obvious.
No, you didn't tell me what he was.
All right, Tim, go.
All right. I take an action point to do a free move action. And then I'm going to use my big smash power.
All right.
And 25 versus armor class.
25 versus armor class. That is a hit. Roll for damage.
And 14 plus 24 points. That's a double weapon attack, double weapon damage attack.
You successfully hit him. He stays up though. He grunts. Exactly what do you do with your scythe?
I bring it up over my head and lash it down into one of his shoulders.
It cuts his shoulder wide open. Visceral blood goes everywhere. Next up is him. He goes, "Ah, you son of a!" And he makes his attack roll against you.
We got two Tangora going head to head now.
He dropped the glasses, which means
The fail wheel.
Fail wheel.
Spin it! Christopher hasn't spun it yet.
Last time he did it, he almost killed
Yeah, I
himself.
almost killed. I almost killed.
And
the
almost
wheel.
destroyed the wheel.
Oh,
weapon
Weapon
flies
seven
spaces.
spaces.
He throws the whip at you, and it flies into the corner.
who throws a perfectly good whip at someone?
He then tries to hit you with his fist.
That'd be really fun if you rolled a 1.
He missed. I'm rolling low with this dice. I'm using this dice.
No, keep using that one.
No. Not if you gotta face the boss.
Mm.
Which is, he's coming up next. Next up is, it's a 19 tie.
Who's faster?
Who has the highest dex?
I got a 20.
I have a 10.
I got a 10.
Mm.
You go
The
first.
dragon is faster. Hey.
Imagine that. The dragon is faster than these two smaller creatures.
I was built for magic use and charisma only.
I was.
But you're a
to be-
kitty. Kitties are supposed to be fast.
That is not entirely true. Have you seen
That's
a
specious.
cat that's been...
Overfed? Yes.
Well, it's not so much
I've
overfed.
seen a fat
Have
cat
you
move,
seen
alright?
clumsy
The question
kittens
is-
before?
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
I can get in
basically
there.
her. She's a clumsy kitten.
Unless I, attempt, squeeze on past the
You'll
big
have
ol'.
to you will have to use both actions to squeeze in there unless you make your tight spaces roll.
Well, first I'm going to use an action point because I'm not even in range. So, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Technically, you could use a 5-foot step going in an angle. Because you were right here, right?
Yeah.
So, 1.
2, 3. Right. Now I guess I'll attempt the tight fit to fit on
No,
big.
but that was a... You're right.
I still have to get past a gammon.
Another great big guy. Two great big guys in a small space.
There's not enough.
There, yeah, okay.
So I'm squeezing, attempting to squeeze there for my 4th movement there.
Yeah.
So I got a 20, not nat.
Okay, 20, not natural. That is a hit.
No, that's
Oh,
the
a
squeeze
skill
through.
check.
That-
Yeah, you get squeeze through. Sorry, my brain's just going, kill it, kill it, kill it.
5, 6. Now
Now you make your attack.
yes.
Okay.
I'm using ice this time.
Alright, you declare ice.
Yes. So now the crystal on my forehead is a bright bluish.
On your forehead, I thought it was
Yep.
crossed off. I thought it was your dorsal spines. It changed colors.
He has crystals that look like dorsal spines.
Yeah, I thought the door that they went down his back, the crystals, like crystal and dorsal spines.
What if it starts here and then spans backwards?
I have a picture of
I
it.
had the whole Godzilla.
No,
Imagery
keep rolling.
going.
We're not
But-
looking at pictures. Keep going.
Fine. I'm gonna attempt to breathe on him.
Well, I'm
Ice.
scared now
What?
that you're breathing on me. I've smelled your breath, man.
Rude.
Pretty funny though.
Move this way, though, Kevin. Your back is like completely to the camera, and you're hiding Tim. Don't hide Tim.
Yes, hi Tim. People don't need to see this.
No, we need to see Tim. You guys scooch this way.
29 against reflex.
29 against
Tim,
reflex. That
you
is a
hid
hit.
yourself even more.
No, what needs to happen is Kevin needs to come closer towards you, Tim. So Kevin, you need to shift.
Or he
over
needs to
this
go
way.
more that way. I don't know.
No, if he comes more this way, his back's going to get more to the camera.
Was I a hit or a miss?
That was a hit.
Okay. That's all I really care about at the moment. Oh,
I'm right here.
whoa. One too many numbers there. Damn it.
Chris, reach around and turn off the heater. It's really
14 points of damage.
hot. 14 points of damage.
That did work good.
All right, he is still up.
You're not hiding me anymore.
And that was my go.
That was your go. Who's faster, Bijou or me?
Or both have the same dexterity.
Yeah, roll dice.
No. She goes next because she's smaller.
Okay.
Keekins are smaller than a dwarf.
That's what I did.
Because they're just cat-sized. They're
It's
literally cat-sized, but they walk on their hind heels.
I don't really notice. Well, they are.
So you got spines on the shoulders all the way
Yeah, but I
down
was
the back.
I was thinking just that is the one that
Mm-hmm.
changes the colors. Or
1, 2, 3,
no, I can go with the dorsal spines too.
4, 5.
There's a lot of nastiness going on in here.
Yeah. Now
The kitty can will probably go right to the poor little child.
Oh, I'm kind of... Alright, so... That's my full action. But I'm going to use Begging Eyes.
It's a free skill check.
Where did my arrow go? Which is
And Vince has some
a
ice shards in him.
solid 30
Okay.
to kind of beckon the child over.
Okay. You'll see what happens at the end of the round. What happens to the child? She acts like a grenade.
Yeah,
What?
she
Bijou is
acts
now a
on,
grenade.
Oh.
she acts on round 0.
Yeah. So you're up next, Chris.
Well, I of course need to enter the room. So how many action points is
Well,
that?
I like how the camera's not on the room at this point.
Where all the actions at?
Sorry.
Oh,
What was the camera on?
So
The
you
hallway.
can move 6 spaces every action. You only have 2 actions.
Oh.
You can use an action point to make your movement action a free one. So you can move 6 spaces for free if you do that.
6 spaces.
That's one action.
Unless you use an action point.
Indeed. So I can, of course, expend my second action point just to move an additional 6
Yep,
spaces.
which will make that a free action, and then you'll still have one action.
You can always make an athletics roll, and
But
if
he's
you pass, you'll be able to roll the You'll be able to run the bonus of your dexterity.
He doesn't have a
He
dexterity.
doesn't
Yeah.
have a bonus to his
That's the problem.
dexterity.
issue here.
Roll.
So I might as well just take
Uh.
the free move. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I occupy the same square? I'm gonna occupy the same square.
Can you? Because that's technically
I mean,
smallish.
I'm literally standing next to
You're
a
technically
house cat.
dwarves are technically small sized,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can take up space with anybody else.
Sick. Yeah, right. And I proceed to use my axe and
I still don't think he's in reach of anybody.
No.
Is he in reach? Can he reach? From
I mean,
where he's at?
he could reach it if he throws the
Where
axe.
were you? You were behind here, right?
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now you can move through
Five.
my space. I'm a friendly.
He's
Yeah.
giant.
I'm a friendly. You
Yeah,
can
move
duck.
through him.
You can duck under me
So you're
because
here,
I'm not
right?
going to make an attack of opportunity on
I'm
you.
gonna
I'm your
move
friend.
you real fast.
Yeah. So Joel, just put him right. Put
1,
him.
2.
Put him right here. Put me back. Put him right there. That's where he would end up. Now
There
he
you go.
can make an attack.
On the big, just to let you know.
If I was an enemy, I would make an attack of opportunity if you try and do that. But since I'm a friend, you can move through my
Oh,
space
sick.
safely.
It's with that said then that I bring my axe down upon
Make your attack roll.
what's his name?
And his name is
Vince.
Ubako.
Mm-hmm.
General Baku.
I don't know.
General.
We haven't made-
He's not a general anymore.
2 plus 4.
Not when
that
we're done with him.
is 6 to damage.
First he busts out people. Now he's killing a general.
Hmm.
I don't think Gull's gonna like you anymore.
So 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You hit him, and your axe goes ding.
Oh, that's it.
He has Tokai 7.
Well, shoot. And I
Yes.
say, that's really chipped up, man.
He probably looks at his axe and like, I expected better of you. You are a Quigglebane maid.
Was Nick.
Jane, did you wash the ice cream scoop and put it into the drainer?
I think that's the end
Yes.
of the round.
Because they're complaining they can't find the ice cream scoop.
I think
Well,
Yeah, they're morons. sometimes.
But anyways, that's...
They're drunk right now, so...
Who's
They're
next?
definitely morons then. Everybody's a moron
Who's
when
next?
they're drunk.
Who's next? That is top of the round. The little girl runs... Oh, well, hold on. Let's see if she
I
actually
thought it was a boy.
Indeed.
I
No, it's
never
a child.
said... all I said was a
No,
child.
it's a child.
No.
He didn't specify a gender.
Thought you did.
The little girl drags herself to you.
How big is the little girl? Like human age?
9.
9. Yep. Okay.
She looks pretty bad off. Next up is top of the round.
16.
16.
Because I'm dumb at math.
3.
10. Did she really get 3?
Ifrit.
22.
This is not my set of die.
Ifrit goes first.
Okay.
Don't lose it.
Ifrit's like, I've never done this. This is weird.
I'm a tank, I never go first. What sorcery is this? I'm going to...
What madness is this?
I'm gonna use the last of my power points and breathe some
Yeah,
righteous
so far,
ice.
this D20.
on this dude.
Roll this a few times.
I'm gonna 20. I'm gonna 20.
Well.
I'm gonna 20.
Okay.
Got a 6.
That's 14 points of damage because I got a nat 20.
16 points of damage.
14.
14. Hang on.
Roll.
So that's 14 in total?
Mhm.
No, actually.
He's still technically up. But you have really hurt him.
Woohoo!
Wait, I'll show you.
Now he has some more ice shards sticking out of him.
Next up is him, and he currently doesn't have anything, and he's currently at 3. He's going to make a skill check.
Well, I mean, he has a
He's kind of surrounded. I mean, seriously surrounded.
Well, here's the thing. He rolled an 8 to ask for mercy. He is yielding. Combat will end if if everyone agrees that they let him yield, or do you wish combat to continue to have his fate decided? Basically speaking, he used his round to basically say mercy. Next up is actually you. So
Do we give him mercy?
No, he exploits children. That is an unacceptable practice in the Quigglebane book.
Do we give him mercy?
this is Hero Builder. We are the heroes we wish to be.
I have 1 no so far.
Nope.
2 no's.
He's beat a child.
I don't think he's getting
Kitty,
no mercy.
what does the kitty cat say? Do we give him mercy?
Are you kidding me? Why is this a question?
So 3 no's. Well,
That would be you're the deciding
Well,
figure.
it's your decision.
he's
what happens.
he's using up the rest of his action points. I mean, the rest of his power points, and he rolled a natural 20.
Whew!
As I use
His
my
fate's definitely in your
as I
hands.
use my second power, Gall's breath and projectile vomit what looks like acidic blood into his face.
Ooh.
His face melts. He screams in complete agony. Could not have happened to a nicer guy.
Right.
And then afterwards, then I look up, like wiping some of this horrible gore from my mouth, and say, maybe we should have asked a few questions before we killed him.
Too late now.
The little girl looks over. She screams, vomits all over you, and passes out.
Well, I wonder why.
I wasn't able to, grab her face and smother her in my fluff.
No,
that?
I'm pretty sure it makes her look around and seeing somebody get their face melted off their body, even if it is the person who was beating them. Yeah.
Torturing you.
I think I would vomit and pass out myself.
Does anyone know of a good child therapist?
She's gonna need like 25 years of it.
You successfully kill him. He falls to the ground, dead, twitching. What do you do now?
Ew. Ew.
Oh, I
You
look
got
at the kitty and
vomit.
I go, sorry.
Do you have something to get me clean?
I proceed to walk up to the gory vomit, and I stick.
Don't you dare!
Into the child's vomit or his vomit?
Need you ask?
I think he's dead. I think we just give him the unlife right and just give it to him now. He's just dead. He's done.
He's like, ooh, this
I'm
looks
gonna
good.
poke it!
This looks good.
Alright, I have a story for you. There's a person, there's a group of people that I used to play with, in which the campaign unfortunately ended because the DM's favorite character, and I'm going to say favorite character, because he ever since has only ever invited that person back to play with him.
Jane.
Yeah?
We are playing our own game right now. We really
I know, but
should focus
I
on
just
it.
want to tell the story of the stupidity.
We are enjoying his stupidity right now. We are continuing on with his stupidity.
Let me finish my story! It's like almost done!
Yeah, I kind of like this.
This guy walks up to a rotten corpse and says, I'm gonna poke it! Like him? And he proceeds to get attacked and then asks the wizard to burn the things off of him,
Do you sample it?
in which he dies.
Oh yeah.
You just touch it, or do you
Which
sample
vomit?
Ethics.
it? He doesn't just poke it.
Which vomits?
Need you ask?
His vomit?
Yeah.
Yeah, the face melting vomit.
Yeah, I mean, would I go anywhere near and eat the vomit of a child? Children are gross.
You
man.
take a point of damage.
The face melting vomit.
I'm not healing you.
Mm.
You
It's like,
take a point
oh,
of
that's
damage.
spicy.
Well, I don't need to be healed.
Mm.
You just took a point of damage!
Sure.
Oh.
I think we should.
So what do you do now? You still have to go deal with Vice.
Well, I'm gonna go look for him.
And say, I look at the dragon and say, well, now that we're on a roll.
Let's check the other two rooms. See if Vince is one of them.
You check the other rooms. There's nobody in there. There's just... I never described the room. The rooms are very lavishly done. There's a nice bed. There's a cabinet. It's very well spaced, as you can tell.
They're all these comfort chambers.
They're comfort chambers.
Oh, by the way,
Only where they sleep.
Mm-hmm. This
I
is where these
heal the
wonderful-
child. I heal the child.
You heal the child.
This is where
the
these
child is
wonderful
healed.
activities take
She
place.
looks up. She wakes up, looks at everybody, passes out again because, come on. You can't really deal with that psychological damage.
This is where all these wonderful things take place, in these chambers.
As you saw. So, you guys you check the other rooms. There's nobody in them.
I think when we're done here, I'm going to order my new troops to burn this place.
I'm going to do a quick reminder that Raki wants to turn this place into a base of operations for the Star Gang.
Oh, he knows. He's still thinking, I want to have my troops burn this. So you may have to talk him out of it.
Or burn it down and have them rebuild it into something, positive.
It's on the ground. Anyway, moving on. You guys check the other rooms. Does anybody search the rooms while you're in there?
Let's see if Gammon Golf thinks of that. At the moment, he's really he's on a ramp. Nope. He rolled a 1. There's not.
Alright, you guys search. There's really nothing. You now are faced with stairs at the end of the hall. Jane, can you please put the camera on the stairs? Or Kevin, or somebody.
Got 2 flights of stairs.
You have 2 sets of stairs in front of you.
Go up or down?
They're both going down.
Well, I'm going down the set that's right in front of me.
That steps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The adventure continues. Jane, erase the board.
This one?
Draw this.
Oh boy. It's labeled.
Hey!
Alright, we're gonna bring y'all all the way back. Whee!
Bring on that motion sickness.
While we're waiting for Jane to quickly draw everything.
No.
I have even asked.
No. I already
Go
know.
get it yourself.
I'm in not correct pants.
I wasn't in correct pants, and I still left.
Yeah, but I got a big hole in my pants, Jane, right where my butt is.
It's your. The only people in there are your parents. They've seen it all before.
They're mean.
So?
They're
They
drunk.
make
They
fun
won't.
of me.
They're drunk. They won't notice it.
Hey,
anyway.
they're drunk. Don't worry about it.
They'll be like, TJ who? We don't even know who you are.
They don't have memory loss when it's drunk.
Well, while I'm gone, please recount us a detailed history of your character's life.
Oh, boy.
Well, this is
Never found. Never found a visceral substance he didn't.
This
want to
is
try.
as they are exploring these rooms, you start telling them about your character's life and making them regret every single decision about bringing you along.
But I have the hiccups. I'll try my darndest. Well, would you guys like to hear the long version or the short version?
Short version?
Long version.
I'm going to give them, just for the benefit of time's sake, the short version. And so, I repeat, I am Meodrag Quigglesbane the Third. I am the son. Oh yes, I am the son of Meodrag
There's three of them
Quigglesbane
that have a
the
ridiculous name. Will you throw this away?
Oh, it be true. I come from a long line of proud dwarven men and women of the house Quigglebane.
Do they all sample the
Prosperous.
most visceral substances they can find?
Oh God, yeah, and that's probably why we're all dead. I shall have to mention that we're all dead. We once operated a most prosperous mushroom farm in the kingdom of Hingoriva. Alas, with the invasion of Gaul, and this is why I hate Gauls. This is our whole backstory, and the whole reason why I hate you is because they came along and they burned down our estate. They salted our fields. Not one mushroom has grown within those fields and caves ever since.
Look at the favor we did you. Those mushrooms were probably very bad considering what your people like to eat.
They did make us wealthy though, so I don't give a damn.
Hey, language.
I will have you know that this is PG-13, so we are permitted.
We just can't say the F word
Yeah.
or the S word or
Yeah, but even
the
if
N word or
but
anything
even
like
then,
that.
we are permitted one F-bomb in accordance with some.
Yeah, but that's television. This is YouTube.
Yeah, but you see, we got to save that because this one will probably spout that out before.
F.
Yes.
You.
Although our big swear bomb for today came from the most unlikely source.
That wasn't that big.
Are we still drawing?
Yep.
Oh yes, and I was giving them the short version of my tale.
Which is actually the long version.
Well, it's an elongated version of what is a pretty.
That's what your first wife said.
Yep, I know. I'm on number 6. And do you know what happened to number 3?
Divorced, beheaded, and died.
Let me guess.
Beheaded, survived.
He probably dissolved her and then
Yeah,
put her in a
6
bowl and
wives.
sucked it up.
Some people say he ruined their lives.
I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted.
Animaniacs.
What?
No, that's not Animaniacs. That's
Oh wait, that's from
Oh
the.
no, that's a ditty that's been around
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, that's right. That's from the animated
no, not Animaniacs.
Horrible Histories.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go
Which was an
pee while
animated
we're...
series.
Professionals.
Yes, we are.
Professionals. We're nothing but professionals who entertain you. I'm sick. Help me.
With a
I
hole in
had
your pants.
The worst allergies.
Potatoes.
Only 2 people are watching us right now, and one of them's probably me.
We love ya.
Yeah.
Only 3? Well,
Come on, Kevin.
Wait, is it you?
no. Well, now I've contributed to that. Oh, and also, I've noticed I'm not actually able to comment upon this video.
Are you sure?
Yes. Have you?
Oh,
Yeah. Have you not established that setting accordingly?
Should be
we're
on.
allowed to.
For at least on my mobile format. Just need to go to the
Yeah,
very bottom.
it should be right here.
Yeah, enable live chat. It's on.
That's interesting. Seeing as how
You must not have it enabled then.
Who, me?
No, Chris.
Yeah, it's enabled.
I'm saying he might not have it enabled.
We are definitely the epitome.
We know what we're doing.
That's what we all say, but not really.
One day we will figure this out, but today is not that
We're
day.
definitely a lot better than how we were.
True.
TJ. I commented. I'm an early commenter.
You said something.
Yes.
You said something.
Come on, Kevin.
What'd he say?
Did he spout the F-bomb?
Not yet. Not yet, I say.
I heard, come on, Kevin. I figured that meant he must have let one go.
No. I'm our only commenter on our chat.
Someone
He said
commented?
No,
Hi.
Hi, fam.
Hi.
We are so professional.
We are so professional. Yeah, we're so professional.
See? I'm our only commenter.
You're our only commenter.
Right now.
I mean, last time there was a whole bunch of comments. Now, granted, it was me and my best friend chatting it up.
As you guys start walking down the stairs, make a perception roll.
Is the best friend watching tonight?
Everybody makes a perception roll.
How are you expecting me to make
Natural 20.
Oh.
He's rolling ones and natural 20s. Nothing in between.
I got an 18.
Okay.
You're gonna have to
I'm
give
going
me
to say
some time.
Jane sees it.
Yeah, most likely.
Watch her roll a 1.
17.
Okay, everybody notices that the girl from the front counter is following you with her horn.
Well, why is she doing that?
What are you doing?
She goes, well, if I can't stop you, Vice said to make sure I keep an eye on anybody who comes back here.
She's a bureaucrat. I don't trust her.
Sweetheart, go home.
Now what?
Go home.
She looks at you and looks around. She goes, okay. Now what?
Check on the guy in 443.
This is your home.
Well, I saw what you guys did to him. Maybe I should go get Vice. No, he'll kill me if I go in there.
And if
All right,
you try,
We're on our way to see him, so you might as well just tell us
As
where
you
he
guys
is.
walk down the stairs, she goes, "Go see him." Oh no, these are the bedrooms.
Okay, well, here's an idea, alright? She reaches into her pouch and pulls out 2 silver coins that happen to be Fey-make. Take these,
Go
go
get
to
it.
the pub, get whatever it costs, okay? Get whatever this amount works.
She takes it. She looks at it. She goes, "Okay." And you hear her walk up flights of stairs. Now you guys are in the basement. You hear her go upstairs. Then you hear her go downstairs. You guys enter this room and you find little, well, I wouldn't call them bedrooms. They're little cells.
Are there children in them?
2 of them have children. No, 2 of them have children. One of them has a fey woman. Another one has a very large and brutish looking dwarf man. And the last one has...
Do we have little glass pieces?
I have a 2 red and a light blue. A little blue.
These are the children.
I already had a little one. And what is going on? I can't tell what it's looking at.
Oh, sorry.
Way to go, DJ. Way to go.
There you go.
That's what it's looking at.
The Fey woman and dwarf. No, this is the Fey woman. And there's a big surly looking dwarf. And that was it, right? That's all I said.
That's all you said.
Yeah. So the one girl, do you still have the one girl?
The little girl.
Are you carrying her, or did you just
I'm
leave
too
her?
tiny to carry her.
Did you leave
so
her in
did
one of the other
of you guys
rooms?
pick her up? Please
No.
say somebody picked her up.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, she's riding on your back. She's passed out. She's in basic rags. You guys come down here and you find 2 children. They look at you through the bars. The Fey woman looks probably just as battered and bruised as the little girl upstairs. And the dwarf man is wearing very expensive looking lingerie. He looks at you through the bars, his beard wrapped around himself, kind of like a neck collar, tied in a bow in the back, and he looks at you guys, and he goes,
Help.
I really hope you guys are here to save us.
And I nod and say, we are here to save you.
He goes, excellent. Can I please get some proper clothing?
Oh.
I really don't want that woman from Nith coming here anymore.
I'm going to try to tear the door off its hinges to his cell.
By the gods, help the man.
This is getting these unfortunate creatures.
Poor unfortunate
No, we won't talk about
souls.
That's
You
the,
grab the bars, you try to
that's
rip
the
it off.
6th one he's rolled, and luckily none of them came in combat. But
You
But now that
see-
you said that, your next one is going to be on
he
combat.
looks at you and he goes, bravo, my saviors.
I'm going to try again. Now he's pissed. He'll try the other dice.
If you fail
I
3
will-
times, you won't be able.
No, he got natural 20 that time.
You rip the
He's
doors
20s
off the
and
hinge,
1s.
and you get, well, it was a skill check. Rend.
Well, he was
You can
on
rend
that one.
mail
I
bars
thought this
open.
was a Fey woman. Oh, this
You know just how to rend things open. So take the skill rend. It uses strength.
I'm going to, I have a, what was it? 22 for lock picking this door.
You successfully lockpick the door. It literally only has like 1 lock in it. You unlock the door. The little boy runs out and hugs you.
I'm going to attempt to break the door on the other.
Child's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same way I did. Tearing it off its hinges.
When
Yeah.
you tear off the hinges, by the way, the dwarf comes out in very luminous lingerie. Think a teddy. It's a teddy.
Yeah, I got the definite idea of this poor dwarf.
He goes, I really hope you guys
Ooh.
have a spare set of clothing.
I got a nat 20.
He just
That
got,
door is gone.
He just got Ren too.
You just got the skill rend.
That door is a goner. I'm just going to jack your pencil.
The child yells with the light and runs up to you. The little girl on your back seems to wake up, and she's looking around. She looks pretty bad off still.
Are you 2 part of the Star Gang?
They look at you, kind of narrow their eyes, but the girl on the back looks up and she goes, I'm part of the Star Gang.
We're working for Peter Pot.
Excellent. I knew he wouldn't let us down. Where is he?
Says he's not here. We're doing the work here for him.
Okay, he's probably looking after the other children.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys know where to go?
We know where to go. Is the door free? Are we able to run out?
You should be able to. Everything behind us is clear.
Alright. she looks at the others and she goes, "They're not part of the Stargate. They don't know where to go."
Can you guide them?
You tell the kids to follow the broken girl's lead. Let's see.
She just asked, "Can you lead them?"
I tell them, when she gives them directions, I tell them, when you get out of this place, you'll see 2 Tangora guards. Tell them that the prince told them, that the prince orders them to get you to safety.
Okay. She goes, "All right. That sounds good."
They'll know. They'll know what I mean. They'll know what you mean.
All right. You send them out. The dwarf kind of walks over. He picks up the broken child, throws her over his shoulder, kind of gently, of course.
Oh, we have a Fey woman still.
Yeah, we gotta just someone not
The
ignoring
third
her.
woman's in the corner, just kind of like not looking. She's like this.
I'm gonna go rent her bars now.
I was just gonna.
She's gonna go look.
That's what the
Lockpick
kids
it.
are calling it nowadays.
So I got us 26.
26. That is a success.
Okay, so I lockpick, and she's Fey woman.
Yeah, she's fey.
I'm afraid to ask, but where is your gem? Is it with you?
She looks at you, and she goes, "Oh, you're a kittiekin."
I am, but I practice in the art of Fey magic.
Oh, well, isn't that delightful? Well, my fairy gem. She looks down. She goes, "Left that at home. I don't know if home's still there or not anymore."
Where's your home?
Well, it was on 37th Street, but when the armies rolled through, one of them probably picked it up.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
I'm going to have to go find it.
If you ever need some help,
And she fumbles in her pockets for a few bits, and then she pulls out a tiny, it's a gemstone, but not a Fey gemstone. And she starts using magic to etch so it's kind of like a swirl. It's not so much runes. Doesn't really have it doesn't look like wording. It's fairy magic. She gives it to her, and it's a way to contact her fairy gem.
Oh, okay. She goes, "Thank you very kindly." That was me coughing, not her. She goes, "Thank you very kindly." She starts moving out of the door. The dwarf is walking with the kids in lingerie. He's kind of like leading them, and he goes, "And let's go find me a pair of pants."
that poor dwarf.
Oh.
Well, this is clearly a prison area. This isn't where we need to go.
You hear
We did need to go here.
somebody come. You hear somebody around the corner, and it is, for lack of better words, a very large and imposing and very enormously fat woman.
Big Bertha.
Around the corner and is looking at down the hall at you guys. She has a very large rolling pin and a very blood-stained apron. She goes, "What do you want? Where you let him out?" "Oh, Vice is not gonna like that."
Oh, Vice is soon to be dead.
"What, you gonna kill my husband? I
Says-
know he might be a drug addict, but hey, you can't go killing people's husbands."
Says, I already killed a general.
"Who?"
Says, I figure a husband isn't too much farther along the line.
"Well, I won't let you kill him. That's just kind of mean."
And what you were doing to these poor creatures wasn't?
"We were phasing them. We'll never let one of the clientele kill them. But they had room, board, food. More than you can say in this area."
These are not rooms.
She looks around. She goes, "They got doors. They got walls. They're rooms.
Says, they're cells.
They're prisons.
They're that too. But hey, what can you do? Some people don't like the idea of you having to help them, so they try rooms."
I'll tell you what. in the name of the Empire of Gaul, I am decommissioning this site.
Make a roll. You're trying to convince her to kind of stand down.
And
what do you roll? You're using a skill.
no, he doesn't have a skill yet.
Well, it doesn't. Everybody can use a skill.
He's going to use bully, so.
Uses your strength.
And that he rolls a 20, not natural.
All right. You've successfully got the first sway on her. Remember sways? That's something unique to Hero Builder. We have a thing called sways, where if you can sway a certain party a certain amount of times, you'll be able to...
You can get them to see your line of reasoning without violence.
So you succeeded in the first sway.
And then I attempt the second sway. I say, so how about you go and collect your drug addict husband, and the two of you...
Let me go with the first sway.
Okay.
You say that. Go ahead, but this is your first sway. You're decommissioning. You're going to go... Why not go collect your drug addict husband and get out of here?
Yep, that's what he said.
Okay.
And, then the second sway, say, because you don't want to be here because I'm going to level this place.
Make another roll.
It's the exact same roll. Another 20, not natural.
Nice. You, she looks down, she looks up, and she goes, well, I don't think I'll go get my husband. And if you're bringing the army here, maybe I shouldn't. I just want to see myself out. She just you just see her kind of walk past you all a little bit ashamed, and she walks up.
I look at everyone and say, apparently her husband doesn't mean so much to her.
Apparently.
And you successfully deal with the prison area.
Yeah.
There's only one more area left.
And I get to draw it.
Because I'm pretty sure we just leave.
There was a combat there, but you successfully overrode it.
Yeah, well, and we did the sway. We used the sway rule. Haven't used it too often.
Courage is knowing when to
When did
take
we
a
sway?
life
When did we add this
and
sway
when
roll? I don't
to
remember this.
spare.
It's in the book.
Yeah.
It's not nobody. We haven't really
I never noticed it in
chosen
the book.
to exercise it before.
Under
We've
creating foes.
attempted.
Oh, that's why I never saw it, because I never looked at the creating foes part, because why did I need to create foes?
Yeah.
We've attempted plenty of times, but some people just like combat too much.
Kevin.
Well, that and someone else.
Is it me?
No.
Because I know it's not me.
Someone we used to play test a lot with.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
What?
You always got to get at least one good combat in to keep Kevin happy.
True.
That's what I live.
Kevin?
I gotta activate my new bank card actually tomorrow
Interesting.
because PayPal just said, "Hey, your card just expired. You may want to fix that."
Nice. It's always a good message to get from someone.
Potatoes.
Boil them, mash them, shove them up your butt.
That's not how it goes.
Tim's eyes.
He almost had the Tolkien song there.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew. Potatoes. There's actually a whole song on YouTube. It's great.
Roast. I was thinking, roast them, boil them, stew them in a pot. What shall we do with the 15 birds in 5 fir trees?
What
shall we do with the funny little things? Roast them, boil them, stew them in a pot.
15
Roast them,
birds,
fry, and
5
eat them
fir
hot.
trees. What funny little birds, they have no
No
wings.
wings.
Oh, what should
What
we
we
do
do
with the funny little things?
Oh, what shall we do?
with the
with the
funny
funny
little
little
things? Boil them alive or stick them in a pot. Fry them, boil them, make them
I think
hot.
fry them, roast them, eat them hot. 15 birds in
Birds.
5 fir trees.
We are big Tolkien fans.
Their feathers were
Fanned
fanned
in a
in a fiery breeze.
What
Oh,
should we
15 birds, they had no wings. Oh, what shall we do with the funny little things?
What my favorite song though from the book, from and this is actually and we might as well say it. It's from The Hobbit. My favorite song from that is snap, crack, the black, trap, grip, grab, pinch, nab, and down to
Down,
the
yep.
town.
I thought that's where you're going. Down to Goblin Down. You go, my lad. We go, my lad.
And then if you go by Ralph and Bashki films, there's the whole the greatest adventure.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest. The Hobbit, the animated Hobbit from like the
Oh, I loved it.
That's a classic.
I loved it,
Far
yeah.
better than Peter Jackson's.
South Park actually made a spoof off of it,
Featuring,
the road ahead, full of danger and fright.
Featuring
Hurry on, learn Lemmy Wings with all of your might. Lemmy Wings, Lemmy Wings, Lemmy Wings.
That's right.
Lemmy
It was
Wings.
It featured Britney Spears
And-
crawling through.
Da.
Yes, of
No. That's actually our one. There's actually one where Lemmy Winks is in Mr. Slave.
That's right.
That's really funny. And if you're a kid right now, you can't watch it right now, but eventually you will because everybody grows up, which people forget. So, God, I even forget what that was. The South Park episode from Lemmy Winks was the
Bite size.
I think it was Tolerance Camp or something.
something like that.
I think we're ready now.
Oh, we're ready.
Looks like our
Good. You
map
guys
is
come down
drawn.
the hall.
The camera's not on it though.
You guys come down the hall.
Down the stairs.
Gee.
You guys come down the stairs, and there's a hall. You want to put a little door right there. You want...
They weren't drawn.
Let me see. Give it to me.
They weren't drawn.
You come down, and there is 3 doors in front of you. Actually, no, that wall was there. There was a wall.
You notice how when this adventure first started out, Gammon Gall wanted to have a discussion with Vice, and now we've gone straight to killing him.
We just needed a chat. Just chat.
Well, I think it was that first room, you know, that with the beaten chat. Is it?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that,
nope.
that kind of changes your mind.
We're gonna put the beat down on this Vince, and then we'll just shove. Why don't we just shove him in a cell? One of them cells down there.
You come down.
And I'm afraid Uncle Raki's not going to be too happy with me, because he is determined to level this place, and he's got a few troops now to do it. Not
got
many.
2.
He's got 2.
I had to actually add something because you guys did something. So you guys come down the hall.
What am I looking at? Okay.
You come down the hall, and at the end of the hall there is a single door. There is 2 doors on each side. And yeah, that girl that was up at the front desk is now lying on the floor, a mace in her head, blood everywhere, and the horn dropped to one side, right outside the door of the office on the end.
And then
There's no, she's dead.
Well, she's still an obstacle.
Yeah, just draw a dead body. Draw a little stick person.
That's why I did. It's a little stick person with a mace sticking out of their head.
I figured that was going to be funner.
Mm.
It's just a little person.
Yeah, but once they're dead, they're an obstacle. They're terrain. They're no longer... They're something you trip over now.
And the door is closed, and she is lying dead there in the hall. The square she's in front of is the door. And there's doors on each side. What do you guys do?
Great.
Oh.
Just great.
I shake my head and say, what the crimes that Vice has to pay for just keep going.
Look at that red stuff on the floor, guys. What do you think?
Don't you dare!
It's blood. Simple.
Do you guys go and step over the body and open the door?
Yep.
You go over the
Let's
body,
go
step
body.
open the door,
I do. I don't know if anybody else does, but...
put him behind the desk.
Clamp!
Hi, Clam.
Clamp!
When you open up
We
the
gotta
door,
fight Clamp!
when you open up the door, you see a very large ogre with a boar cape, a very massive boar cape.
And a wrench, and a huge wrench.
Hang on. His
Only
muscles
playtest
bulge
with
out
this
from
guy
a
was
pink
in
shirt
time.
2 sizes too small. He holds a battle axe in one hand. The mace is currently in the head of the one woman. His one tusk is broken off and the other is carved in strange runes.
Well, he's an ogre and he's got a pink shirt, so he's partly the Clamp.
His eyes look crazed with an orange glow. Can you please put this on charge, because otherwise it's going to die.
Please.
It's over there. Please and thank you.
Where's this charger at?
Right there.
Where's this mystical charger at? Mystical form doing
It's
charger?
right there.
We gotta fight Clamp.
We gotta fight.
No, you're fighting Vice.
Vice clamp. Or vice grip.
He
clamp.
looks at you, his eyes glow orange, and he goes, I said no visitors.
And I say, well, whether you want him or not, you got him, and I initiate combat.
You initiate combat, you automatically go up the top.
No timing for talking. You die now. You dead. You no longer exist.
You got a 20?
Combat.
I want this one.
I'm not in the talking mood anymore.
I got
What's
it.
your-
After you,
Oh,
wa-
you get
after you watch
23.
children being brutalized, that kind of takes the talking
Oh
mood
yeah,
away.
Yeah.
the crew morale's just down.
Yeah.
You've gone from talking mood to instantaneously to butt kicking mood.
Jane, what's yours?
I just said it was a 20.
Okay.
I told you.
I got a 19.
Nice.
Alright. And... Well, you started combat, so go do combat.
Right. I
Go
take a
smack
I take a 5-foot step forward and make 2 attacks on him. And we got a 26 and a 27 to armor class.
26 and 27, they're both hits.
First one we do 14. The second one we do 18.
Alright, hang on. 14 and 18. He is still up.
I don't need this one.
Next up is him. He uses all 3 of his, he uses an action points so he can use his named item. He reaches behind him and pulls off the big boar cloak and throws it onto the floor next to a gammon gall. And
I was really
a boar-
expecting that to come off, and there was a wrench there.
Toad.
It's Clamp's
like-
twin brother.
It's like Clamp really went bad without Nestel.
This is even the same realm.
Ugh.
But I will explain everything when the time comes. So you see another boar skin hit the floor, and this one's more bigger, like way bigger. it turns into a massive boar, like
More
the ones
stuff
that
for
were
you
in
to
the,
eat.
Oh, yeah.
They take the form of giant boars, and this one speaks when it takes form. I will destroy all that touches the earth.
That doesn't sound very good.
This is where I wish I could fly.
I could fly.
Next up is Ifrit.
Really? Okay.
Ifrit's not flying away, though.
Maybe.
Come sail away. Come sail away.
Come sail away. Come sail away. Come sail
I'm going to
away.
use my last action point and go. What? You? Fui? Let's see here. I'm gonna choose lava,
Okay.
and I'm going to breathe righteous lava onto, whatever the.
Good.
Okay.
Burn it
The-
so he
the-
can't eat it.
The malicious boar skin.
Burn it so you. Well, you might roast it, and it
Yeah,
might
exactly. It's gonna
might
get
be
nice
even
and
more.
charred.
It'll be even more appealing.
I saw that.
It was an 18.
It'll be even more appealing once it's roasted.
Yeah, that's barbecue, huh?
20 odds against reflex.
You. By the way, you're always in poor Tim's light.
Well, I had to scoot over there to pick up me gang
I'm
dice.
still here.
There. There. Now I am no longer visible.
So wait, what was your attack?
27.
That wasn't
Kevin,
hit.
sit home.
So that what you said was a hit?
Yes.
Okay.
It just kind of works out. You got the two big fat guys right next to each other at the one end of the table.
Yep. No, why do I need that? 14 points of damage of molten lava
14 points of damage.
spews out of my maul.
All right. Is still up.
That's mega.
That's your go. All right.
The bruisers have taken things to hand, so
Bijou.
the little kitty can doesn't.
Super duper fur away.
You're the farthest one in the
1,
group.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I have to roll blah, 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 blah.
I guess that's a work now.
21 to acrobatics over the.
Poor little dead woman.
You successfully do it.
Okay. And because I am short, I'm going to shoot a crossbow across behind.
No, just shoot him. Just shoot through a gambit call. He won't mind.
Well, I am.
We just
Like
tromped
right
the
through his
dead woman.
gonads.
There's probably footprints crunched through her body.
Probably several.
Oh, God.
Face crushed flat, chest crushed flat, kneecap crushed
Make your
flat.
attack, Jane. Take a -2 because you were shooting between his legs.
I'm small sized.
Okay.
And you can see. She can
I
see.
can see clearly through him
I'm over 9
because
feet
he's
tall.
big.
Yeah. But you still have to. He's still moving. So there's a chance you have to take into account that he's moving.
All right. Well, that would
This is true.
be 19 versus armor class then.
I mean, if he was in front of you and you were taller, you could say duck, and he could duck, and there would be no penalty because.
Jump.
At the moment, he's busy whacking at the guy.
Yep. So what was your attack?
That would be a 19.
19 against his armor class.
Yep.
That is a miss.
Dang it.
Hang on. Is 19 higher than his armor class?
Mm-hmm.
Roll damage on him because you just shot him
That's
in the
not
leg.
fair.
You just shot him in the leg, Jane.
All right, hold on.
Friendly fire.
I rolled.
No, wait.
I rolled.
It doesn't make any sense. Just because it doesn't hit his armor class doesn't mean I didn't hit him. Did that hurt?
Yeah.
Did that hurt?
No, that was just a push.
That's what I mean. Did this hurt at all?
I rolled to see if it was going to go past, or was it going to launch into him instead.
Well, there should be a third option of it going. Pew.
With those exact sound
Was
effects.
it higher than his armor class? Yes. Then it didn't go pew, because it was above his armor class.
There's 3 chances. It either misses him, it hits my companion, or it hits him and it doesn't do any damage.
I rolled to see if it would go past him or hit him. It would hit him. So I asked, would it
He's
do
not
damage or
getting
not?
it at all.
Is this me? I'm sorry, it's John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne.
It's fine, but if I roll a 1, we'll know why. In the next turn.
It just doesn't make any sense to me that there's only 2 possible scenarios. It either passes
No.
by him.
No, you're correct. There are 3 scenarios, but it led to that one.
He rolled for it.
It was either going to...
If I fail a roll,
If you
then
fail
there
the roll,
would be 3 scenarios.
right. At first there'd be 2, because it would either go past
No,
or it would
3.
hit him.
If I miss, if I hit him, then I hit him.
Roll for damage. I'm the hero master. My word is law.
Our clientele doesn't need to see this.
I personally think it doesn't make any sense that you didn't take into the account the fact that that could have happened too.
We're moving on. Okay.
I'm a proponent of that.
That was within the screen, by the
No,
way.
it's not.
It's right here.
It was right here. Gone.
Whatever.
Huh?
Whatever. Roll for damage. Have you rolled for
I
damage?
already did.
How much damage did Tim get?
Just shut up. 8, 5, plus 2. 15 damage.
Ow!
Yeah, I know. That's why I was angry.
You killed him.
No,
You
I
killed
didn't
me.
kill him.
He's dead now.
You're up next, Chris.
It doesn't make any sense.
We'll talk about it at the end of the live stream.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
No, I will. On live stream, at the end of this, I will hash it out with you about this rule, but we are continuing at this point. Because it's slowing down the game.
I proceed under the legs of Mr. Dragon.
That's not my name.
Well, I'm going to use that name, Mr. Kevin.
Fine.
At least he called you Mister.
Indeed. I was going to attach the Mr. to it.
Do you yell, I'm behind you?
That I do.
Okay.
Just so that he knows that I'm behind him. And
Don't step on
nothing
me.
can potentially
You mean
go
it's in
awry.
front of
Go on.
him? You're in front of him?
They don't know that. You don't know that.
He just scurried underneath his
camera.
legs.
And nothing special. I take my Quigglebane axe and I bring my Quigglebane axe down upon the boar.
Roll.
Make a roll.
You were just holding
Oh,
the...
sorry, right. That is 9
Plus.
plus 18.
So it's an 18 total?
Mm-hmm.
That is a hit.
That is
roll
a
for
hit
damage.
with a damage of
No, wait, is that a hit?
4 plus 8.
Well, you said it was a hit, so you gotta roll with it now.
Mm-hmm.
No, because, I was thinking about the other guy.
The other guy...
No,
What?
That's a miss.
that is a miss.
Oh, well, shoot.
Wait,
So wait, Hunt, you attacked the big guy.
No,
No,
he's
he
attacking the
attacked
boar.
the
No,
boar.
you
attacked the
boar.
boar.
Yeah, that is a hit against the boar. Sorry.
Oh, cool. So, yeah, that
I was about to
is-
say, my 19 didn't hit and it hit him, but his 18 did?
Yep, so that's damage of 8.
8?
Yep.
He's still up.
Who's next?
Next up is top of the round.
9.
16.
Oh boy.
Kevin?
I'm currently doing a math because my brain is dumb when it comes to math. I got there at 15.
20.
That's pretty nice. Actually, that's so nice that goes first.
Oh, sick. Well,
Even Slowclock has his day.
Yep. I am going to make use of my Kugelbane Fury power, which provides double damage, and I'm going to send Mr. Big Boar back to hell.
Okay.
Back to the hell from whence you came.
Yeah.
So that is 17. And that's hit.
It's definitely a hit.
Yeah,
That's definitely a hit.
26.
Mm-hmm. Now roll that, double
That's
it,
3.
and then add your strength bonus.
No, you double that, you roll, and then you add your.
Oh!
So
Alright,
17
so
plus
that's...
17 is...
Wait, 17? No,
Oh, no.
that's 2 attack. So that's going to be 3. That's going to be 6. That's going to be 10 damage.
10 damage.
Mhm.
It is still up,
Well, shoot.
but it looks like it is hurting. Next up, Vince. Vince uses a breaking skill. Successful.
What's he break? Himself?
He breaks the table out of his way, and then takes a. Basically, he destroys it, so he can successfully attack you better.
Blah, 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 blah.
That used to be...
Oh boy. The glasses have come off, which means.
No, he
No.
rolled a natural 20.
Oh, never mind.
I just gotta make sure I didn't make this power too big. Tim, how much hit points do you have left?
34.
34?
This is what happens when you don't role play, when you don't test play powers for enemies. You never know exactly.
No, this was supposed to be the first hit he got on you,
Mm.
but someone hit you before.
Mm.
And whose fault was that?
Okay, it doesn't kill you, but you go to -6.
Well, I know what I
'Cause he
have
rolls-
to do.
He rolls a 20 for his damage, a
Okay.
D20, and he just used his double power, his Fury power, which doubles it. So,
So I got knocked down by Clamp.
Yeah.
wait, hold on. I almost forgot. You're at -8 because he +2s to his attack afterwards. Because he has a +2 of strength.
So you're down.
You're at -8.
Crash.
Hey, Tim is down, everybody. Tim is down.
Well, luckily you still got another big boy.
Bijou is up next.
Well,
Well.
Bijou's going to do her healing light to heal him.
Really?
I know, right? What a shock.
Wait, so you're gonna heal him, but you're not gonna heal me?
I can't heal you.
I need
you're
heal
stupid.
over heal. Medic! Medic!
No.
That's a nice hat you got there.
Mm-mm.
Give it to me.
No.
Let me see the calculator.
Oh,
Please.
A nice hat.
Did you hear about Man vs. Machine for Overwatch? That's looking good.
No, I've not been following Overwatch, actually.
Basically, Overwatch just announced that it's going to have basically a Team Fortress 2 thing. It's Overwatch 2. It's a new game, but essentially it's just Man
Why?
vs. Machine.
Why?
26.
Okay.
Because they're trying to scramble because free Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, we just lost China as a viewer.
Screw China. Not the Chinese people who want freedom. Screw the Chinese government.
Who's next?
Next up is...
No. I'm back up now.
Well, you gotta get up on your turn, obviously.
Mm-hmm. I'm up to 18.
Different. What's your dexterity?
I'm up to 18 points, so.
20.
Okay, you're faster than the boar.
Okay. I'm just going to bite it twice.
Nom nom.
That's still probably a hit.
Wait, you're biting it?
Mm-hmm.
No, don't bite it.
Do bite it. Have many positive experiences.
All right, you bite it.
I plan to bite it after it's down.
No. I'm just gonna. Nah. I'm gonna breathe on it.
The
Okay, you
healer
breathe
is
on
so
it? Okay, fair.
distressed.
The best time to eat something is when it's
Still
dead.
fresh.
I got the 20. Not nat.
Okay, that's a hit.
12 points of damage.
12 points.
Yes.
Describe how you destroy the malicious pig.
Lava. I roasted that dead thing.
He roasted it for you.
I roasted the goopy
You burned
goop.
all the rot shack that was in it, and you destroyed it essentially. And I will say this: that was a named item. You could have picked it up if you didn't destroy it. So bear that in mind for next time you come across something like that. That one was a named item. The other ones were a power that the horn had. It could create miniature versions, but that was like the one it was based off of.
So the horn's the named item in the other case, probably.
The horn, it only worked with those things, so it essentially got destroyed as well. But it wasn't as powerful as this one. So you just destroyed a named item, malicious pigskin.
Not like we needed it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really wanted it. Except
Nobody
for maybe
wanted
him.
it. Well, not pigskin, boarskin. Next up
It's a
is
cool named item,
boarskin,
though.
but you just killed it.
Wanker!
Next up is
He was going to attempt to tumble to
Goblin.
his feet as a free action. Let's see if his rolls. Oh, yes, he rolls an 18.
yep, that's you got.
And he makes 2 attacks on
He's
Mr.
like,
on
"How
Mr.
dare!"
Clamp wannabe.
Vice.
Clamp.
Vice.
And he gets a 15 and a 29.
The 15's a miss. The 29 is a hit. See, I'm keeping in line with the hits and not
17 points.
17 points. He is still up. That is bottom of the round. This is probably not going to last much longer.
You have my
11.
10.
Oh, you roll. 25.
15.
Ifrit, you go first.
Go first again? Oh boy.
Don't you hit me now.
I didn't mean to. But our God had determined that I should.
Could I attempt to just, walk over?
Your master
Oi.
spoke.
Could I attempt to just, since our dwarf
Trample
here,
the dwarf.
our dwarf here is just small, could I just attempt to just, walk
Trample,
over him?
you just
Yeah, you
trample
can
the
go
dwarf.
over him.
Step over him.
You can step
You
on
can just
him.
step over him with your 6
You
legs.
just step on him.
But here's the thing. Do you say behind you before you do it?
Should make him make an athletics check to keep from stepping on the dwarf.
Well, that's the thing. Are you communicating with your surroundings or not? Do you say, "I'm behind you" when you do so?
No.
All right. Make an acrobatics check.
to keep from stepping on the dwarf.
You have to. And here's the thing about this acrobatics check. It has to be lower than his reflex. No, wait.
Has to be.
No, it has to be higher than his reflex. Because you're essentially
Higher than
making an
10.
attack on him by accident.
Well, that means then it has to be. That means that if it's higher, then he hits him. If
Right.
he's making an attack, it's like.
Oh, then yeah, you want lower than his.
Lower than 10.
What?
Because essentially what you're accidentally doing is you're attacking him by accident. and he has to get out of the way.
He's
If you're
small
not-
size.
If you're not careful, well, he's just said he did not communicate to him that he was coming over him. So now he has to either go slowly to make sure he doesn't accidentally trample him or not.
No boy.
What did you roll?
Did you crush the dwarf?
Did you just stomp all over the dwarf?
What did you roll?
I think you just got dragon stomped.
Well, if I have to get above 10, all I have to roll is a 1. Because I had 10.
I think you just got Tokyo'd by Godzilla.
I rolled a 17.
Oh God!
Roll a d6 for damage. This isn't an actual attack.
Yeah.
But you pushed him and hurt him in the process of walking.
Just have to
past.
roll a 1.
Roll a d6.
That's what happens when you have small creatures and giants fighting alongside each other.
6.
6 damage.
As he bumps into you by accident.
Just ramming you, crunching you against the wall.
I just have to roll a 1.
Just
Now when you
walk
want one,
Excuse me,
you don't get one.
Alrighty. Now on to what I was actually going to do. And I'm just gonna bite the clamp wannabe there. Twice.
Okay.
See,
Once
27.
you kill him, and then he comes back to life because he's been so hocked up on rot.
So the first one was a 27. This one is a 29. Yeah, 29.
29?
So yeah, 27 and a 29. Both to hit. Against his armor
That
class.
is a hit.
When in doubt, just grab 2 d12s because I'm biting him. I'm going to nom nom. Ooh. One okayish. So the first one is 13 points of damage. The second one is 4 points of nom noms.
Okay. You success. His fate is now in your hands.
Oh. I murdered him.
By the way, the first attack dropped him to 1. Oh, wait, it was 4 points for the last attack?
Yeah.
No, he's not in fate in your hands because he has tough guy 7. That's no wait. No, it's a borderhead type guy. His fate's in your hands.
I bite him in half.
End him.
I literally just...
You bite him in half. He screams in horrible agony and dies.
And then
Yeah.
comes back to life as a hopped up zombie.
In maybe 24 hours unless you burn the body.
Burn him.
I plan on burning everything.
Don't burn everything.
There
Raki's not
is-
going to like my decision.
You have successfully destroyed and taken down the comfort room. You're now inside an office. And this honestly looks like a nice office. It's got papers, it's got things.
I rummage through to try and find something that is potion-y.
At this point, I make my plans known. See, so if someone wants to try to talk me out of it, I look around and say, "This is a pretty plush, nice office. I bet Uncle Raki would really like this. Too bad I plan to burn it all to the ground."
Pass me my phone, please, Kevin.
It really isn't a good idea to burn it down. Can you imagine what a insult it would be to do to change something so horrible into something so good?
Say, how can this be changed into something good? These walls are always going to be haunted by atrocities.
Sometimes energy.
Fire purifies.
Sometimes all you need is some positive energy.
Says sometimes all you need is a little bit of fire.
All
Do I need to
you
give
is
you the
magic
look?
in the
I'm looking
yellow
towards the
sun.
dragon. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of fire.
Do I need to give you the look?
Probably.
Okay.
I just incinerate Vincent's body. Just fucking... Lava.
Did it!
He did the thing!
He roasted that one for you too.
Oh, hiccups. Well, like, I got hiccups.
Good
like,
So
job.
I got
hour
a
and a
30
half.
on begging cat eyes.
He's like, all right, since you want to keep this place and all of its horrors intact.
Well, not its horrors, just the place, so that we can give it a new.
She wants to operate the comfort room for her own benefit.
Really?
Yeah. Really.
Maybe I won't find you your cure.
You're just short one amorphous blob of a cook now.
You're
I'm actually
so
going to,
bad.
at this point, I'm going to offer the character decision for your character. Because I'm the hero master. It's not just I'm law or anything. It's also I guide heroes. I honestly have a question for you. Do you want to find the cure for your dwarf?
Or do you want to be a zombie?
Or do you want to take the proficiency on life and turn and take the flaw zombie and have your intelligence be 0?
I wish
To find
to find the cure and to go on eating things that will potentially kill me.
Then, as the hero master, I will grant you your thing, although the next time you do something epic, you will not get a hero point from me.
Yeah.
Are you still going to do it?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
I do
so,
not appreciate my decision.
alright, you do find a cure for,
It's
an
probably hidden
overdose.
in this office
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's definitely hidden here. It was either going to be broken or not, depending if you wanted it.
Mm.
So, you don't want it, it's in there, you find it, you drink it, you are technically now cured. It will not turn you into a zombie.
Then he sees the charred remains of the zombie pig and goes, "Oh, what's that?"
Good thing the rot shack is all destroyed. Alright, you're still in the office. What do you do?
Gammon Gall turns and leaves the office. He sort of stomps out, muttering under his breath, sometimes even a prince has no power to do what he wishes.
I proceed to take one very small portrait of a small child on the cusp of adulthood, and I eat it.
What?
A portrait?
There's just a random portrait of a
Oh,
child.
he's eating portraits of children. I think he wanted to be a clientele of the of the comfort room.
It explains a lot.
Oh
But
my gosh.
Remember, he secretly was
nobody-
a client of the room.
Oh, for me, this entire time, this was a pleasure cruise.
Oh
No,
my!
remember how once upon a time we were working with an idea of adding craziness into
Insanity. I think that's
I thi-
actually still a book idea.
as Sathos.
Yeah, I think he's well on his way.
Oh yeah,
Come over more times. We'll start playtesting
Sathos.
Sathos with you.
Alright.
So, does anybody search the room?
Gammon
Yes.
Gall doesn't. He already left.
You search
I
the room.
searched.
You find what you can figure in an office stuff, but one of the things you do find is a journal. It seems to have been written by Vice.
I picked that as well as the clientele list.
Oh, good on you. You find the clientele list, and it does mention people high up in the Nith army as well as people in the Gallic army.
You already saw that the Gallic army was involved.
You also notice that their preferences are right next to it. Most of them aren't really into kids. It seems to be just a few people that were. You do find, though, the one person who seems to have been a part of the Nith Empire, who was the one that really liked that dwarf. It's literally notes is make sure to have male dwarf, lingerie, beard tied around, so for easy grip.
Do they have the dwarf by name?
No, it just says preference this specific thing. This specific type of person.
So I'm going to give this to Raki. So she folds it up and puts it in her book before looking at the book the journal.
The journal. The journal's basically just notes certain things like payment and making sure the armies are nice and paid off so they don't come in and destroy the place and all that. You also find two very important details. It turns out the amount of children you found was very small, right? Turns out that it wasn't really for the comfort room. Some people had really weird preferences, but most of these children either went to one of two locations. One is marked as the Orb, controlled by the Church of the Red Moon, and the other one, place they were sent to, was Sorrow.
And at Sorrow there is
to his brother Clamp.
And in Sorrow there's also the name of someone mentioned, Uncle Poppy Happy. Uncle Papa Happy.
Uncle Papa.
That's a part of that. It's a enemy that's for one of the further stages.
So sending children there too?
Mm-hmm. In Sorrow.
No.
So Clamp is really gone off. He's really gone astray without Nestel.
Nestel isn't in this universe that we could tell.
But apparently Clamp popped into it without her, and he's really...
Well, here's the thing. If it's going to be like that, then these are the three places. The Church of the Red Moon is apparently some sort of religious organization, by what you can tell. And apparently they were sent there for care. The other places where Papa, what's his name? And then the other one is his brother Clamp. Next to the thing it says Clamp Orphanage. So apparently he was sending some kids to an orphanage. He kept some of them for horrible taste, and some of them he actually sent.
And the one the one with the name Papa Happy next to it is called the Circus.
I'm certain Reiki would want to look at this too.
That doesn't sound like something pleasurable.
Do they turn them into donkeys and sell them away?
We'll see. I don't know about the... I'm pretty sure that's a circus, but I have an idea about the orphanage. In any case, you guys leave the place.
Mm-hmm.
You guys leave, and you meet up with Reiki back at the room. Of course, Peter Pot is there. And he said, and next to him is the dwarf, now properly dressed.
Do I run into my two guards?
The two guards aren't there, but they are at the warehouse.
I inform them that the general has been sentenced to death for crimes against the Gallic Empire, and I tell the one who is my general that he is now in charge of the troops.
All right. Okay, you can make sure I get that in writing.
I nod and I give it my official seal as a prince.
He goes, awesome. I'm a general. Yeah. Well, I better go see the troops, sir. And he just runs off. And everyone goes, I'll carry your hat. Hold on.
I say, why couldn't I have gotten this? Why couldn't my first troops have been a bit smarter?
I mean, I'm sure they're just as smart, just not as observant.
I shrug and then shake my head. I look at Reiki and say, you have the Kittykins to thank.
Why?
I was going to burn the place to the ground.
Thank you.
Says,
he immediately turns to you and goes, thank you.
He says, now you can go and have it in all of its horrors, in all of its horrific splendor.
He looks at Peter Pan and goes, I'm sure you will take the arrangement. Peter Pot goes, I will. And when my brother, Peter Pan, eventually gets back, we'll make sure.
He's in Never Neverland right now, though.
A list.
With Michael Jackson.
Peter Pot, I have where all of the children had gone to. Apparently, in his journal, he wrote down where all the children were taken.
You pass Peter Pot the journal. He bounces it on his head. He flips it open. And you find that pawns are very adverse at getting around things. He kind of flips the page. Oh.
Date 49. Don't know what 49 would... in
okay,
the date.
so... interesting. Very interesting. There's no 49, by the way.
Yeah, I figured
It would be more like 20,
page.
It would be 29.
29.
He looks and he goes, I've heard about Sorrow. In fact, I was sending some of the kids to the orphanage there. I don't know about the circus. The orb? That's new. Reiki leans down and goes, the orb? Yeah, apparently they were sending people to the orb. What's that? The orb. That's some new cult that's popped up. He pulls out a map. Yeah. Yeah. That's some new cult that's popped up. Ah, here we go. They are in the great... Yeah, they're in the moors of... They're in the moors of... Downtrodden. They are based in the moors of Downtrodden, not far from the lake Merge.
Reiki, I have another thing for you.
But they're just some kind of like crazy cult.
Reiki,
Yes.
I have something else for you, and as a thank you for saving your future location from your nephew, I request that you do this for me.
He goes, certainly.
Get these people some professional help.
Is the list of clientele.
Oh, he looks at them.
Professional help as in either A, murder, or B, actually, some help.
He looks through the list and he goes, I'll make sure I put a list in the black cats in these areas. Really? He then looks at the dwarf, looks back at the thing, and he smirks a little bit. He goes, what she did to you, I probably don't want to know. But rest assured, she will pay for whatever she did. He nods, he goes, please make sure she pays. I'll make sure everybody on this list pays. He folds it up, puts it into his pocket, and he nods at you and he says, thank you.
Of course.
I look at Reiki and I go, my father wouldn't happen to be on that list, would he?
No, actually, he is not on the list.
He sighs deeply.
Well, he kind of like bobs his head back and forth. He goes, in truth and point, your father, not a bad man. He's just... Well, do you know about his inner circle currently?
No, he has not allowed me. Says for some reason he doesn't trust me with such secrets.
I wonder why. Well, his inner circle has been getting worse as of recently. There are five of the war chiefs. They've just been feeding him information, and it's not real information, but for lack of better words, we're facing a circle of evil in that department.
Must be dealt with. It seems that he is overtaken with madness, continuing to wage a war on a man who's been dead for so long.
I honestly think, after learning about the 5 war chiefs, the real reason is something to do with each of them. You see, he's currently the one that's brought together the Gallic Empire. But these people have, for lack of better words, taken advantage of it and become a quite circle of evil that are just kind of feeding into his madness. Is he truly mad? Most likely. But it's the ones around us that turn us into what we are, as well as ourselves.
Are these circle of war chiefs, are they our people?
Our people, you mean?
Torgata?
Torgata?
Or are they
Yes.
others? Outsiders?
Nope. Torgata. All of them are Torgata except one. But he only ever appears once in a while, and in truth and point, he's the only one I have reports of saying the only voice of reason. What was his name? Rome. R-O-H-M. Rome.
He says, I do not know him.
But he's the only voice I know that has been counseling him to stop, but the other 4 war chiefs might be egging him on and overshadowing the 5th. I'll look into finding out where he is.
It might be good to have a conversation with Harum.
Definitely. In any case, it looks like most of the children have been sent to Sorrow, either to the orphanage or to the circus. I actually know the orphanage. What was the guy's who runs the orphanage's name? What was his name? Clam. Yeah, he's a black cat.
That's good to hear. Trustworthy, I assume.
Honestly, it was one of the places we would send the children. But for now, I think we'll send them to Irhu until we can get everything sorted out.
But this circus sounds like something to be taken down.
Indeed. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, every kid wants to run with the circus, but we'll definitely go and check in on the orphanage as well as the circus. I'll have some agents go to the orb and find out what's going on there. And they can, while they're passing through Nith, they can deliver your message. Just leave the message with one of my people.
Oh, yeah. Finds a little letter. It's sealed with a wax seal that is the Queen's signature.
Okay, it's been broken. Because you were in a prison, they did read that letter. He picks it up. He looks at the seal. He looks at you and he goes,
I was in a prison.
No, he knows. He goes, no, I figured you were in the prison. Was there anything very important on this letter?
No. I mean, it was only towards the 2, Nith and the Queen. She was asking for,
Rest assured, if it was something important, my father knows about it now.
She was asking for, what is it called? To be present at something. A meeting.
A meeting.
I don't know, but just a meeting with the king.
He opens up the letter. He pulls it out and he reads it. It's already been opened. Reiki's going to
It's
want
basically
more.
what she said.
No, actually, it's not. The Queen lied to you.
The plot thickens.
It's actually a letter of something else. It is about a meeting. She didn't lie about that. But the thing is, it's a secret meeting between her and the current Prince of Nith to meet him at the Skeleton of the Warrior near the Tower of Nashal under cover of darkness. When the moon is to turn red.
Oh no. I wasn't able to deliver the letter, so my queen would only be there. She could be in horrible danger if she goes there alone.
Red moon. No, that's not for a couple months.
But
If I remember my astrological, yes, 3 months from now is when the moon will turn red. Blood moon, I think they call it. I wonder if the orb has something to do with that. I mean, red moon is their church.
There's something else that might have something to do with that.
He looks at you. He goes, "What is it?" I will say this. At this point, I'm going to do this. Hero Master's going to pull out a thing. He's going to take it out of the box. He's going to look at you and go, "Do you tell Reiki about your vision at this point?" Which means they all
Yes,
learn.
but there's a lie on it.
Okay, what's the lie?
She's heard a seer talk of this.
Okay.
She didn't actually see it.
Alright, deception. You're trying to deceive the man who cannot be deceived. And he has a power that he's going to
Thief
activate.
skill work? With that?
I'm sorry, nothing works against that.
Excuse me, why?
He just rolled a natural 20.
God damn it.
Oh, there we go again.
He's already dropped the F-bomb!
No. No cussing. I'm already mad at him. Don't make me mad at you. You already said,
I said the same thing.
Twice.
Oh.
Twice.
Twice now? Did I miss him?
Yeah.
The first time I had a vision, I said,
No. But you say it from the seer, and he nods, and you get the sense that he did not believe your lie. But he
everybody
nods.
else would. Which is what she was kind of
Hoping for.
hoping for.
Well, what's your deceive?
I got a
Is it higher than the will's?
29.
Yeah, it's higher than that.
It's definitely higher than my will.
He looks at you. You can tell he did not believe you. But he nods and he goes, so the seer had this vision. I'll make sure I send a few extra agents to go along and take a look at the orb. Just to see exactly what's going on there.
Okay.
Because you should always make sure a seer is understood and believed. Well, at least backed up. Never believed, but precautions are to be put in place. You never act on a seer. You only ever react to a seer. As for you, I actually have some new information. But we'll have to journey to Sorrow to make sure my guesses are correct. Will you accompany us?
Why?
It has something to do with the fact of, have you ever seen another one of your kind? You know there's other dragons. You have seen the child. But have you ever met another one of your kind? Six-legged, crystalline.
We're kind of rare.
You're the
Denial.
only one.
Could you throw this away?
You're truly the only one of your kind. Well, you and the rest of the guards that oversee the king. Am I right? I would like you to journey with me, because I think I have a mystery to solve.
I'll think about it.
That's all I ask. For now, we need to leave here. In a few days' time, your name will now become Mud Agamingal.
Yes, I know. My father probably already knows of what I've done.
Maybe. Maybe he won't. The inner circle might not let him. It all depends. Regardless, we must set off. And with that, he looks at Bijou and he says, will you accompany us? Maybe your seer has heard more things. I will pay you, of course. He looks at you as if to say, please don't tell me I have to pay you. Please don't tell me I have to pay you.
At this
Please
point...
don't tell me I have to pay you.
Perfect shot. And at this point, I want to interject a choice in.
Okay.
So like I said, I have to... Do you have another episode ready?
I technically do.
I have 2 episodes ready. So we should let everyone choose which episode we wish to do next. One of mine diverges away from the main storyline for a brief. And the other
Would
one
it be
goes...
on the way to Sorrow?
It could be. It could be anywhere.
That's always fun. An interruption to the arc.
It could be anywhere. One, and I'll give you the one of them is actually one of the. Remember when we were coming up with good deeds
Yeah.
that you can do? One of them. It's actually one of the good deeds. One of the episodes is called "Save My Gabions," and the other episode is called "Circus Circus."
Well, I'm guessing Circus Circus would be in Sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I say save my Gabions.
And it could take place anywhere. It's designed so it can take place anywhere, so it could easily be on the way.
Please make sure you write that down so I can... Please write down exactly how you want save my Gabions. so I can make the title card for season 1, episode 3.
Okay.
And Kevin's character will not be joining us in that session. So actually, a quick divergence wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I can't reach this.
So with that in mind,
I'll give a quick little write up for what it is too.
write it down, and when the time comes, I'll make sure. So stay tuned for season 3. Not season 3. Episode 3 of season 1. And I did say I would quickly hash it out with Jane about the rule.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's my reasoning for it.
Okay.
Can you please move? Let's move the camera to here. All right. So, let's say this is the first choice. You choose to attack, right?
Yeah.
Now, because you were underneath his legs, there was the chance that you were either A, going to hit him, or B, going to go past him. It was either A, you're going to hit, or B, you're going to miss, right? A, B, right? You missed. So then I made a roll. So I made a roll that you missed. If it was above 10, if it was 11 or greater, if it was 11 or greater, it would fly past. If it was 10 or less, then it would hit him instead. So you still made your roll, and it was still a 18 to hit, right? It was still an 18 to hit. That 18 got moved down to here, and it was choosing a new target.
That's not how you write it.
Hmm?
What you wrote is number greater than 10, 11 less than number.
Okay. Don't look at me for math, kids. Anyway, you got less than 10. Because I rolled that, so now you're targeting him. Now, because it would hit him instead, that 18 was now going to go against his armor class, and now we had the same thing of, would it hurt him, or would it miss?
I think this is actually in the book, isn't it?
Well,
No.
Friendly fire? I thought we had friendly
the
fire
whole
in the
point
book.
of friendly fire, at least in my scenario, in my theory, is I rolled high enough to not hit my companion, which is in the roll of 1. So I negate hitting my companion or any of the other things that could have happened.
Right,
In
that's
which
an
I
epic
either... Yes. So I still epic failed because I hit my companion. Even though I rolled an 18.
Epic failing and hitting your companion on that roll is doing full damage on an ally.
And
There
there's
is
no,
no
and there's
just-
no to hit on the ally. It's an automatic.
It's an automatic hit. With this there was a chance that maybe you didn't hit him, but you accidentally did. I even made a quick roll to make sure that it was either going to miss or hit.
Oh no! When you get a 3-sided dice in your little pocket and you have three scenarios, I would think you personally would want to use that 3-sided dice.
But the thing is, it's not a three chance. It's a
Yes.
tree. It's 2 options, and then if blank, then blank. If blank, then blank. If blank, then blank.
So, all right.
If you don't want to sit through this, you don't have
Yeah, I
to. Live stream's technically over.
Oh shit, is it? No, we've not concluded it
Are
yet.
we still
No,
filming?
it's still on.
Oh.
Yeah, we should.
But
possibly.
I promised that I would hash this out.
Mhm.
Because here's the thing. A hero master,
But it's at the end. That way, if they don't want to listen to it, they can just blip
Right.
it off.
but a hero master should, at the time, it was the rule. This is why I explained how the rule would
It
go.
makes perfect sense to me.
See, for me,
You're
it's-
shooting into a crowd. If you don't hit your target, there's a chance you could hit one of the other
But that
objects
doesn't
in
make
the...
sense for the size ratio that I am compared to him. I
Well-
am maybe a few inches above a foot tall.
Here's the thing, though, because there was no communication between you and him, saying I'm shooting between your legs. Besides, he had just gone, so
He's
was
in the
busy.
process of chopping.
There was a chance that he wasn't going. His leg strayed.
Well, what am
In
I
the middle of the way.
supposed to do saying... We just went over the fact duck doesn't work because ducking puts him in the way. So I shouted jump. Which of course is
But
ridiculous.
you already made your roll.
I hadn't. It doesn't matter. It's already happened. Let's just let it go.
Although this is an issue that we will come upon in the future.
Alright, it makes perfect sense to me.
It's annoyingly makes sense. Can I have the
Yeah,
paper
it's
towel?
annoying, but it's it
It
makes
just feels like
it makes sense
even
mechanically. It makes sense mechanically.
It makes sense mechanically,
And the thing
but
is,
it
in
doesn't make
truth and
sense
point-
in lore.
In truth and point, here's the thing. In truth and point, what it all basically means is it did succeed in hitting him. Now here's the thing.
Combat
It
is
just
chaotic.
means combat is chaotic. And it might have been, in truth and point, if you really want to go with the fun thing, maybe your bolt was going to hit. It was aiming true. And his leg got in the way. And it hurt him by accident.
Hmm.
So it wasn't your fault.
It's
It
like
was his fault.
it's like you were shooting between two trees that happened to be moving at the time.
And his leg got in the way.
Because he wasn't stationary. He was in the process of attacking.
It got on the tray.
Yep, it's on the tray.
So, that's the reason.
Okay.
Alright.
It's annoying, but I get it.
Okay. So, was there any more rule debates? And the reason why I had him make an accidental attack roll was because his character chose not to inform him. So, even though he would have let him pass because they didn't communicate,
He had no idea he was coming up on him.
so he got in the way by accident and got hurt.
Here is the write-up. Save my gabions.
I will write it up. I'll put it in there.
Does anyone want to hear the write-up for what that episode...
Yeah, sure. Next time on the Fifth Realm.
Mr. Wilson...
I thought we're still live streaming, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, we're doing next time on Dragon Ball Z.
No. Mr. Wilson, an old friend of Raki's and a gabion farmer, is having a problem. His gabions are going missing. And it turns out the culprits are a vicious band of... We don't want to hear...
We don't want to hear the culprits.
You don't want to hear who the culprits are?
He's having trouble. We're gonna figure that
okay.
out. Next time.
That's
on the
written
Fifth
on...
Realm.
It's written on the card who the culprits are.
I'll make sure. No worry. I'll make sure it looks good. So, because we want people to watch and enjoy. In any case, thank you very much for watching. We hope you had a very fun time. Kevin, do you want to look at the camera? Okay, that's fine enough with me. So thank you very much
He's
for
not
watching, and we'll see you next time.
Wait like 5 seconds
In-
because the last time it cut off.
Actually, the uploaded version had that last bit.
Really?
Yes,
Interesting.
it was just really weird. But anyway, we'll see you next time in the Fifth Realm.
Woohoo!
Bye bye.
Bye bye.